Man in a Tub presents the Tubcast. Featuring Eric.
Oh, you see that guy? He's all like,
Kyle.
is he transgender?
Jeremy.
We're gonna make America great.
Trevor.
I mean, why did he just go to the bus?
And special guest Nathan.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get to see Big Bird's chicken breast?
And here we are live. It is Men in a Tub. This is the Tubcast, brought to you by
Auto Bodies.
Auto Bodies.
I lost it. I had some. I was.
All auto bodies?
Yeah, I think I was gonna say AutoZone,
Get,
and it just.
get in the zone, Kyle.
Yeah,
But
get in the zone.
You're not in the zone. Hi, you know me. My name's Eric, and then there's Kyle,
Hey, I'm
and
Kyle.
then there's Jeremy,
Hi.
and then there's Trevor. People wonder why they call Jeremy. You wonder why people call you the emo when you respond, "Hi."
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, Auto Body Guy is here. That's what I meant, right?
No, you
Auto
don't.
Body Guy
Yeah,
is
that's
bringing
why.
us tonight's
That's why you know.
Men in a
It's
Tub.
fine. And Nathan,
Thanks for the save, Auto Body Guy.
all the way from Texonia.
Hey.
Hey.
There's Nathan, the other emo.
Is this the real show?
Why are you so emo tonight?
Yes, this is the real show.
Oh.
Is this reality? In the landslide, no escape from reality. Oh, open your eyes and see. I love how we do. Do we intentionally try to sing terribly when we do this? I
don't know.
I feel like it's intentional.
Yeah.
But people probably think, remember that
Yeah.
time when they like streamed a weird band and
Yeah,
stuff? That
they were
couldn't have been
horrible.
them, could it? Because they sounded okay.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was going the
never
other
mind.
way.
Okay, I forgot you were talking
I
about
was going the other
us
way.
streaming
I was
us
going-
real for reels.
Someone's mom's in the chat.
Mom's in the chat. Jeremy's
Woo!
talking to someone's mom.
Mommies.
Hi.
Yeah.
Any grandmommies in there?
Ooh.
Trevor's looking.
Well, I mean, some of them are pretty grand.
Yeah.
Ah, I
Yeah,
see what
they
you did
are.
there, Nathan.
Got your
It
grand.
wasn't that deep, so
That was,
thank you.
it was very deep.
Very deep.
I took it that way.
There's a joke.
Anyways. Thank you, Kyle, for
Yeah.
that added effect.
Glad I could
now
help.
We know it's a joke.
Thanks.
Nathan, is it warm down there
I don't know.
in Texas?
I don't know.
In the
Probably.
TV,
Are your
In the TV.
arms tired?
Nathan,
No.
what's wrong? Are
Oh.
Why would my arms be tired?
you
I don't
seem
know.
you seem
I
a
was-
little
Because-
down or distracted?
I was trying
because
to
you've
tell
been
a
fanning
joke
me in
about
my
like a
dreams.
flying,
I
like a
don't know.
flying, like I just flew in type of a.
But nobody set you up for that joke.
Yeah. Eric, did you just fly in or your arms tired?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to turn into us because you were doing something in my dreams. You know, one of those kind of.
Oh yeah, you were flying
yeah.
around my
in
bedroom
my
that night.
dreams.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That sounds like a thing I would do. This is going to be a terrible night.
I actually had a dream that Nathan was like Tinkerbell and he was flying around my bedroom putting pixie dust on things.
Did you
I
really?
don't believe in fairies.
No.
You really? Oh, I was.
Oh, Nathan, you killed him. You killed him. Does clapping bring them back to life? Is that like fairy CPR or something? I'm unaware of this.
Well, you got to say I believe in fairies, too.
Oh, was
No,
it?
it's-
Okay, I couldn't
I
remember.
believe in
Sorry,
Nathan's.
It's from Hook.
It's
the movie.
because their
I
heartbeat
know.
I haven't seen that movie
goes
in
so
years.
quickly.
That's a
love
good
that
So
movie.
you have
I
to.
love
It is
that
a good
movie.
movie.
You got clap.
gotta
a
clap.
heartbeat.
Because the heartbeat's so fast, you gotta try to keep
Hold
up
for
with it.
president 2016.
Hold for
Hold for
president.
president.
Hold for president. Hold for president.
Hold for president.
Hold for president.
2016.
You haven't withdrawn from the election yet, have you?
Really, that's like asking Trump if he's gonna secede the
What?
or whatever the presidency went, or
Has anybody heard how Mike
concede.
Pence is doing? I heard his plane crashed tonight.
Yeah.
Or it skidded
they're
off the
joking
runway.
about it on Twitter, so I think he's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, they would
He
be
was
joking.
joking about it,
They
or-
would be joking
Twitter,
on
you're
Twitter.
right.
They would be
That's
joking
true.
about it either way.
Yeah.
So
See,
Wait until 3
See,
o'clock in the
Kyle-
morning and Trump will say something.
yeah. What's that?
Kyle, Jeremy will not pull out. He is going to stay on in there no matter what happens, and he's going to pay for the consequences.
He's a real trooper.
That's right.
Yes.
You finish your business.
What?
You don't.
Are you
You
pooping
don't pull
now?
out early, man.
Are you pooping?
Yes.
In this
They're
metaphor?
trying to eat breakfast.
I think we're getting our metaphors
I
confused.
know at this point he's just like,
You
when
don't cross the streams, boys. You don't cross the streams.
when you're doing your business, which to me is always like a poop term, I guess. But to Jeremy, it's something else, I guess. I don't
It's
know.
running for president.
Like, oh.
What? That's what
Well,
I'm talking about.
Well,
You don't get out of the race until it's finished. Otherwise, what point is there in running?
Hey guys, just so you know,
Yeah.
whoever's running Donald Trump's account right now, whether it's him or some other crazy person,
Yeah.
they haven't even mentioned the fact that the plane thing
No,
happened.
that's a negative thing. They wouldn't want to.
No,
I mean,
it
that
should
would-
be a positive thing. Like, he's okay, everything's all right.
Yeah.
But they don't want to admit that there was any negative thing that happened, though. I think that's kind of their shtick.
Why not?
real
He
life
can just
doesn't
say-
happen
he
when
can
you're
say the
running for
airplane-
president.
The airplane was rigged.
Yeah, they
I
rigged
mean,
it.
Hillary's campaign. did it.
Hillary's campaign
Hillary tried to kill him.
Well,
we
with all the other people she's killed.
Hey,
right?
what's up, crazy?
We saw Tim Kaine out on the runway mopping it with oil.
Well, it was the previous plane's chemtrails that actually caused it.
that's an unwise use of your Tim Kaine.
You all right? What was that? What just happened?
There was like something that just flew into my mouth and went down the back of my throat.
Was it me?
It was probably hired by Hillary.
I'm actually hoping that's a poop joke now.
Oh man.
That's only funny
Yeah.
because of the fact that we called him a fairy earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that's funny, just for anyone that came in late on that joke. I wanted to clarify because the reaction of me laughing so hard about Nathan violating my face.
I don't
would've
know
been
that
weird.
saying that Nathan's a fairy
explains
mixed with
it.
that makes it any better.
I guess you're right. No,
It's okay because Nathan's a
I thought that's
fairy.
what he was going for.
See, that's I guess.
I have not explained
I
myself
thought it made
well.
sense. You're like, oh, it makes complete sense. He's a fairy.
It's okay, sure.
Complete-
Oh yeah, he's a fairy.
Don't worry, guys.
It's fine. That's why
He's a
Nathan's
fairy.
in my
That's why
mouth.
Nathan's in his mouth. He's a fairy.
It's okay. That's why it's funny.
This goes back to the giver receive. No.
No, this is quickly gone off the rails, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
You guys don't understand. See, let me tell you in the chat. Let me
Please
break it
do.
down.
Hey,
Please
login.
do.
Welcome to the chat.
Hey, log in.
Please do.
Yeah, let me
We do have
break
ladies
it down.
who
Let me
are
break
here.
it down.
Break it down.
Just
Break it
don't
down.
have no time for
Yeah.
birthday. Just tell me one more time, girl. I'd rather lie or die, girl. No more time for birthday. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I
So
thought that
Na-
might have been the right time.
Nathan's a bird.
wasn't.
That's really what we gotta say.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Anyways,
You guys been doing anything fun lately?
no, you stole my line, you scum, you jerk.
So you been doing fun
Well,
stuff?
you always ask us. I
I-
wanted to ask you tonight.
Oh, well, thank you. That
Have you
sounds
done
sweet.
anything fun
Let's
lately?
see. What have I done today?
Nathan,
I learned some interesting things today. I've been having this internet problem in my house for like far too long.
Did you? Okay.
and so
delete your
like-
history. Delete it now.
yeah,
Cat-
and I've been
Yeah.
I've been fighting with Cox a lot, which that's our ISP.
Again,
Just to clarify,
delete your history.
If
I
you're-
got something to share about them too when you're done.
COX.
They're
Cox,
doing something. I gotta
Cox
share it
Communications.
after you're done.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was hoping it was the doctor from Scrubs.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Cox.
Anyways, yeah, I've been fighting with the internet for a long time. I've had slow speeds, whatever, trying to figure out. I thought, you know what? I finally resolved it. It's done. Everything's happy. And I just the other day I was like, man, my phone seems really slow. So I'm gonna do a speed test.
Nope.
I was getting like 2 megs down. Like I mean, which
Yeah.
I pay for like 100. So like to
On the
only get
wireless.
to only get 2, and then so I went and I checked on a wired connection. I got like 180. I was getting 180 down. I was like, well, this is good.
So you're getting a total of 182.
So I'm getting 2 on my phone. So I finally I rebuild my
Thank you, Trevor.
I rebuild my entire router. I delete it all. I go through this is all day. This is like a whole day process or a half day process. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Still nothing. Still not working. I finally called Apple support. You know, I
'Cause
try
that's what kind of router you
because
got.
I have an Apple time capsule
Uh-oh.
router.
Oh, wow.
And I finally gave in and admitted
Uh-oh.
that maybe it was Apple that's causing it.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
so here's the thing. There's two parts to this. One part is, yes, it was Cox. Like, some of that stuff got fixed because I wasn't
Right.
getting the speeds on a wired connection. So I call Apple. One quick fix. It doesn't matter. It's not even important. But you turn on the 5 gigahertz thing if you have a router like that.
Yeah.
If you turn that on a 5 gigahertz network, then your other stuff's fine. So my laptop started getting good speeds again after I did that.
Yep.
Okay.
Because they
Here's
have
the thing
5
that's
gigahertz
actually
receiver.
interesting and actually important for people out there that have phones with data on them. Your phone, depending on the carrier you use, isn't always switching over to Wi-Fi, even though the Wi-Fi is.
Are you doing the
signal is on
Wi-Fi
there.
assist?
No, I'm talking about Wi-Fi. When it's, you know, a little thing on your thing, it says LTE or it says whatever
Right.
your thing says, and it switches to Wi-Fi.
Uh-huh.
Your phone isn't always using Wi-Fi.
What?
It's a freaking scam, and nobody's talking about it because
So they're stealing. That's where all my data's
that's where
going.
your data's going. Because I've had that happen where I've used a ton of data, and I'm like, I don't even know what. I haven't been using data. I've been like on Wi-Fi everywhere I go. So what? Because I'm on the phone with this lady. I'm like, I'm getting 2 megs down. This is ridiculous. Why am I doing this? She goes, go in and shut your cellular data off for me. I'm like, but then I'm gonna lose my call. She's like, no. You're on cell network. Like
Yeah.
your data's fine. Whatever. Go shut it off. Now do a test. Boom, blazing, 110 megs down.
Wow.
So it was actually using my Wi-Fi. So if you're having a problem, so I was like, what do? I just have to go in and like shut my cellular data off all the time when I'm using Wi-Fi? And she's like, I do that at my house. And I'm like, that is
Wow.
terrible.
Now I want to do a speed test.
So
I've never had that problem actually.
have you done speed tests though? Like, and seen like a slow speed ever?
No, not really.
So that's,
Speed
well, that's what I'm
test.
saying. Like, anyways, if you do a
mean-
speed, what's that? Go ahead, Nathan.
I mean, I do that, but that's just because sometimes the Wi-Fi shuts off, and I don't want to accidentally dip into data when I don't have to.
I'm getting 40.
40 down. Well, you're on
and
on
that's
the Wi-Fi
with the
here.
streaming.
Yeah.
And that's with the streaming we have going on.
Yeah. So anyways,
So here's my
that's
Cox.
just a little tip. Just check that
Login
out.
says nerd.
Yeah, we know.
Here's my Cox news though, Eric.
All right. Let's hear your Cox news.
Roll the news bumper.
No,
I
so
don't know.
every 6 months for the last like 3 years, they've been raising my data plan cost like by $3 or $4 at
Uh-huh.
a time, right?
Cox
And
Communications.
yes,
Yeah.
and it went up again just this last month. Well, I just found out, and Reddit told me, the Omaha channel on Reddit told me this,
Ooh.
that
Shout out to the Omaha
yeah,
Reddit team.
yeah,
Yeah.
and starting November
Omaha Reddit for
1st,
president.
starting November 1st,
Yeah.
you no longer have unlimited data on your internet at home with Cox. It is now being throttled to 1 terabyte a month.
Yeah.
And if you go over
It's
1
always been that.
if you no, it
It's
hasn't.
always been 700 gigabytes
No.
a month.
No,
Yes, it has.
Yeah, it has.
no, it hasn't.
Yes, it has,
They
Jeremy.
throttled you after that.
Yeah.
but they didn't charge you.
Oh,
after
so now they're
that.
going to charge
Oh.
you?
So now it's 1 terabyte. So they're acting like we're giving you more, but if you go over 1 terabyte, they're going to charge you $20 for 50 gigs.
Jeez. Money
So,
for the ad.
here's
This
the-
isn't an ad for Cox.
Here's
Yeah.
what, here's
This
no,
isn't-
this is
yeah.
a
I
negative.
I wish we could
We're
get
talking
money
bad
for
about
that.
This is a negative. So they've done this in like 2 or 3 other markets, and it's
pretty
official.
close.
They're doing it now in the Omaha market. And here's the big deal, especially if you play a lot of digital
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah, you download the
you
games.
download a game, it's 50 to 100
Well, not even to
gigs.
play a digital
You could
game.
hit that
You
1
get-
terabyte quick.
You get 3 gigs or whatever on a day one for a lot of them.
I know, right?
Jeez, that's crazy.
This can't be real. This can't be happening.
you know,
is.
I always hit. I
You
always
can now go on their site though and see what you're.
I always
what
hit
you're
my
at.
I always hit close to the 700. Sometimes I
Yeah.
go a little over, so a terabyte should be fine. But
Where
you
do
know,
is it? Does it
it's on
show you that in your bill?
You got to log in.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, we're on the Omaha's on the short list for Google Fiber, though, right?
Are we?
because they
I
have
don't
those
know.
2 Google.
No, you said you had an article. You showed me the
Yeah,
article.
didn't you?
That-
It was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I
you don't-
know,
he
right?
doesn't
That was like
Whatever.
5 years ago.
we'll be
wasn't it?
fine when Google
Yeah.
Fiber.
Yeah.
When
well,
Fibel-
there's that
Fibel comes
competitor.
west. When
That's
Google
the joke I was
Century
going to
Link.
make.
when
Yeah.
Google Fibel comes west.
Is
fine.
CenturyLink? Are they
suck.
They
Just
suck.
don't even
They're
worry
terrible.
about it. Yeah.
So
Not everywhere.
It's really
Yeah,
kind of
they're
a,
everywhere.
it's just a
Not
it's a
everywhere.
scam, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they're terrible, Jeremy. Don't say that.
They're not everywhere.
We're
though.
stuck with
Where is good? Where are they good?
In
Or you
my
mean they're-
hometown? They're good.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not, Trevor.
Yes, they
No,
are.
don't lie. They're not good.
They're
Jeremy-
the best option.
Jeremy, where are they good
Don't
at?
don't ask the IT guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeremy,
No.
where are they good at?
Where's CenturyLink good at?
What do you mean? There's parts
At Trevor's home?
Maybe, I don't know about exactly where he's at.
They just, yeah. See, there you go. Pudgy gets it.
Pudgy gets it.
Yeah,
Worst
worst
ever.
ever. Yeah,
I doubt that.
CenturyLink is awful, awesomely awful. It's because
You
they
doubt that, Trevor?
they're
I
sending
doubt-
all their data over a phone line. Still, they still use phone lines to a DSL modem.
I doubt they're the worst, though.
They're still like the worst ever. Yes, that's very easy to. That's not even hyperbole.
Yeah, crazy says
hyperbolic.
CenturyLink sucks. The big one. Pudgy says I've had CenturyLink.
I've had CenturyLink for years,
And
too,
it's
so-
terrible. You've told me how terrible your internet is in your hometown. You've
That's-
complained about
It's
it.
the best option, though.
he
Well,
lives
that
in a
doesn't mean it's
hometown-
good.
I thought he lived in a hometown that had no internet.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
why. That's how bad
why.
it is. That's how bad it is. He has
why.
CenturyLink. That's what, Trevor, you're not helping your own case, so don't even try
Yeah.
to defend it at this point. We
Our,
can't.
our internet is bad at home because we don't spend much money at home.
Whoa, jeez, that was loud. Kyle, settle
Kylie,
down.
are you okay? Do we
Kyle,
need to
you need to
take
settle
away
down.
the soundboard?
Yeah, I think we
Cool
need
it, bro.
He's like,
You need to cool it, bro.
I like Kyle like plays the soundboard like he's playing the slots in Vegas. Like
Yeah.
maybe if I play the right one tonight, I'm gonna strike it big. Like
Somebody else is talking. I'm gonna push it. See?
What was that?
I don't know. You
There's
son
a
of
lot of cats.
Classic Kyle.
It sounded like a cat disappearing into the void.
Okay, stop. Hey, what's up, Darth Apache?
Yo,
Hey, Darth Apache.
Thanks for addressing us as always in the way that you do.
Yeah,
It's
I saw.
very nice.
I saw you.
So Crazy wanted to know.
Sorry there.
Yes, Kyle did get a haircut. Crazy wants to
Thanks.
know what we dress up for as, or what we're dressing up for Halloween. For Halloween characters. Trevor.
Yeah,
how
Trevor,
about-
what are
how
you
about
dressing up
How
as?
about we let them decide?
I'm dressing up as a Reddit nerd.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like that idea.
don't know.
Chat, you guys pick out costumes for each of us.
Yeah.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
consider it.
We probably won't afford the costumes that you decide that we should wear, but maybe. You never know. Darth Apache's going after the corner box again, as
Wow.
always.
Nathan, I know we talked about this a little bit, but just ignore Darth Apache, okay?
He doesn't like you.
I know he hurts your
Whatever you
feelings.
did to
I'll
offend
be
him.
careful.
He
Okay.
likes to call us all names, though. He calls
Yeah.
us hoes every time that he shows up, and I'm okay with that. I don't know if you are, Nathan.
Kyle would be a great Morty because he gets stressed out about a lot of stuff.
Oh, Rick, I don't know that we should. I don't know that we should go there, Rick. I
Okay,
don't know.
just shut up. I can't do any impersonation of anything. I don't know why I try sometimes. I
Oh,
embarrass
Rick,
myself.
I don't like this here.
Oh wait, well he's
I
saying,
don't like women.
He's saying that that Nathan would be Rick. And
Shut up, Morty.
Crazy says. Oh, go
I
ahead, Nate.
did go as Doc from Back to the Future.
Hey.
Rick is based on him.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
a stretch. It's not much of a stretch there. Crazy like says he's dressing up as a Harambe. I feel like that's gonna be. There's gonna be a lot of them out there. So
Oh no! And
Oh,
his
no.
wife is gonna be either a lady dropping a baby in front of me all night. She's gonna be Hillary's henchman assassin.
one or the other.
No. Harambe's versus clowns.
Yeah,
Pudgy
Jeremy
says
Ghost
guy in
Harambe.
green is Ghost
Yeah,
Harambe.
he kind of is actually. He's already done that.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
you go to our
don't know what you're
YouTube
talking
page,
about.
No,
You'll
that
see.
was not Jeremy.
Yeah, that was Harambe.
Harambe sent us a
Oh,
message.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound like me.
Oh, yeah,
Straight
that's
from
true.
heaven.
Yeah.
And you know how bad I am in
Thank you.
impersonations.
Thanks.
It's the hat.
Obviously.
That's it. That's exactly what it is.
I like wearing this
Make
hat
America great
because it does look like that hat, and I like to see if people will stop and try to read it just to see.
I did when you got out of your car tonight. I
Yeah.
was like, is he wearing a Make America Great hat?
I've been wearing it. I've had this hat for like 10 years or something, maybe longer, and
Yeah.
it just says I don't even know. I don't even think this is around. It says Hatcher Body Shop. I bought it at the Goodwill, and I was just like, I don't know. I just wear it.
There's a lot of hats that have come out since Donald Trump wore that infamous hat that are like similar or like mocks off of it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if that's what you were wearing too. Darth Patchy says he's dressing up as Trump's wall building constructor
Ooh, contractor.
or contractor. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
contractor.
Let me know if you need any gutters on that wall.
If you should get a friend or a significant other to dress up as the wall.
Is he like?
Yeah.
Is he like doing a lot of tanning beforehand? Is that?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay,
a lot of
all right,
tanning.
A lot of tanning.
A lot of tanning.
He's gonna drive a pickup and have a bunch of
Mexicos.
Mexicos in the back.
Oh, he's the foreman.
Apparently.
Oh, now it makes
Trevor's
sense.
gonna be
I'm
Satan. Why am I Satan? That's amazing. I don't know what it is.
Very fitting.
Is it my widow's peak?
Yeah, but he's gonna be your grandma's date too.
Oh.
Hot town, Satan in the city.
Login says dress as a cat and maybe Donald Trump will grab you.
Oh, that's true.
That's
Okay.
true.
It's
That
very
makes
true.
sense.
Nathan should be a dinosaur.
I like
Crazy
it. I
Legs
like it.
says.
What kind of dinosaur?
Yeah, we need details.
Yeah, like a
Should I be Barney or Littlefoot or what?
Littlefoot.
I almost spit Pepsi all over the place here, Nathan. I was not expecting you to go
with
there.
Barney. Yes. I love you.
Hey,
You love me. We're a happy family
With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you.
Won't you say you love me too?
Be that crazy dinosaur that spits acid from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be Wayne Knight.
Jeremy does a bird. It's actually like
Well, most.
it's-
Remember, we just had
Yeah,
an
a
article
lot
about
of
most
them-
dinosaurs
a lot
were
of
actually
them
birds.
Apparently sounded like
Yeah.
birds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably
see,
true.
I was more accurate.
You were.
Yeah.
Yes, that did happen, Pudgy, and you're gonna
did
commit
indeed.
to it.
Yeah.
You're gonna just soak it in and feel the
Soak
love.
it in. It'll be
Love it.
awesome.
Fine.
You're going to commit just like Jeremy is.
Yes.
What?
Darth Patchy says, "Let the memories flow."
Yep, that's true. We try to let the memories flow
Ooh,
as much as possible.
I could see Nathan being a blow-up T-Rex
I
and
can see
and
that.
being really good at it.
Oh yeah. No, what are you doing? Oh, not that.
I mean,
Don't blow up
What are you
that.
doing?
He was
I
trying
was
to.
gonna make a turkey.
No, but the wrong feather was coming up first.
It was a blow up turkey.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually dress up for Halloween. I should though.
See?
Why did I? Now I'm bummed that I wore this hat tonight.
Hey, Teddy.
Because now you guys call me Donald Trump when I'm kind of curious
Now
what my
you wanna be
costume
that.
would have been like if I
Yeah.
didn't wear it. Because I feel like
Well,
the hat
yeah.
Just take the hat
influenced it.
off and see what they say.
Oh man, I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
It's not safe.
Login
under there.
says Jeremy 10 out of 10.
What?
What are we talking about? Why are we rating people?
Logan was doing that last night.
Wait a second. Yeah.
And now
Pudgy says
Pudgy-
Jeremy 5 out of 7.
Trevor's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey, Trevor. Crazy says that you should dress up as a bowl of alphabet soup.
Get it?
Get it?
you
Get it?
English major.
What about
Okay.
just a
I-
bottle of Barks root beer?
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Diet Barks.
I'm sorry.
Get it,
Apologies, Trevor.
Get it
Whoa.
right.
Apologies.
Get it
Gotta be
right.
diet, though.
Scale here.
This fancy diet
Mm,
root
yes.
beers. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for giving us some ideas for the Halloween. That's
I'll go get my pitchfork and lots of red paint.
Yes, that'll be good. I'm excited.
What?
Are you gonna take your shirt off?
You know,
Satan.
the more they keep
Yes.
saying it, the more I think about it. Like, I kind of think Trevor, that might you could pull it off. I think it'd look pretty good.
I
Actually,
don't-
I'm kind of liking it. Dad jokes? Yes, we like dad jokes.
Wait
Do
a
you have a dad joke? Is that, or are you asking us to
yeah,
tell
no,
one?
I'm
What?
I think
curious.
he's just
I
saying.
think Mutiny Teddy is accusing us of
stating-
He's just
telling dad
accusing
jokes.
us of our
Your
jokes.
dad jokes.
Yeah. Your jokes are so dad that your dad tells them.
Darth Patchy says their
Wow.
kids' costumes are all set, so he doesn't have to dress up.
Oh, okay, good.
That's cool.
Glad we can help. Where's the PlayStation VR review? Let me give it to you plain and simple. We don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
If you could
But
donate
I
Yeah,
think next
tell
on
week.
Patreon.
Tell Sony to send us a review copy.
Yeah.
But I think next week there's potential
is there?
on our.
You're gonna play PlayStation
For
VR?
PlayStation
no,
VR?
No, for other kinds of VR.
No,
Right? Maybe.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. Jeremy, would you please stop just like making things up on the air and telling people lies? That's not good.
It's not a lot.
I like Darth Patchy's. Darth Patchy says on IGN, Pudgy.
Yeah.
That's where you can find the VR review.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
true.
Yeah.
No, actually, I've heard a lot about
IGN.
it. I kind of want to pick one up. They look fun. I think the big thing is the fidelity of it's just not as good as like something with a Vive or whatever. But
Pudgy,
I feel
Pudgy
like
says he has
Vive's
one.
awesome,
Let
yeah.
us know. What do you think? What are your
Yeah.
thoughts
yeah,
on
it's
it
like
so far?
the Kia
Yeah.
Sorrento of VR, right?
Wow.
I think it might be a little bit better than that.
Oh, it's like the
Oh.
K9 or something. I don't know.
He says I would be
You'd
more
be willing to
to
donate for the show.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll take it.
We'll take it off your hands if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
that
Yeah, if you'd like to
dissatisfied
donate
with
it to the show.
I heard it has like a pretty strong lineup though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like any of the VRs. They're all kind of just like gimmicky games at this point.
Right.
Nothing, no like real
That's what it's like.
solid games.
I'm kind of sad that I hope the like the Star Wars will come to the Vive soon, or at all.
The Star Wars.
The Star Wars. Game.
The Star Wars.
I hope
The
the Star
Star
Wars
Wars.
comes to the.
That-
I hope the Star Wars is good.
No,
Sorry,
but
Trevor.
there's
That was rude. I apologize.
there are several ones that I would be interested in.
Hmm.
Oh, the Batman one too. The Batman too.
Yeah, the
looks
Batman
good.
one looks good. Speaking of Star Wars,
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
yay! This first story tonight comes from StarWars.com. Star Wars. It says Donald Glover cast as young Lando Calrissian in
We called it
upcoming
here a
Han
long
Solo
time
Star
ago.
Wars standalone film. We were talking about this not longer than that,
A
a few
while
weeks
ago. Yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
and we were like, that would be good. That's good casting.
Yep.
He would play a nice Lando. I hope he finally gets a chance in old Hollywood. I
Yeah.
hope he finally gets a break,
Yeah.
that young Donald Glover guy. You know, he just
Yeah.
has been
Yeah.
struggling.
Are you saying that we
Yeah,
said that
yeah.
then, or was that when we
Just like the
a
Whopperito.
long time ago, before we got back together with Nathan and,
yeah,
and Trevor?
I mean, you're talking in 2010 or whatever.
Yeah.
We argued a lot over him being
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I
before
was-
Andrew Garfield got the role.
He would have been a better one,
Yeah,
obviously.
I
We
mean,
still
I was
love
very
that.
excited about the chance of Donald being a Spider-Man back
Yeah.
when
I
he was
wasn't,
on
but
comedic.
I've come around and I've
Yep, well,
realized
glad you
I
saw
was
the
an
error of your
idiot.
ways.
I was an idiot.
Well, we've realized that a long time ago. So
So yes, it's big news.
Me too.
It's big
All right.
big hot news.
I'm excited.
Hot.
I know Eric has been watching it. Have either of you
I mean,
guys been watching
I'm
Atlanta?
actually slightly excited for Star Wars because of this.
Nathan, have you been watching Atlanta?
I watched the first episode because it was an ad before my YouTube video.
Oh,
The entire
the whole
episode?
episode was an ad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a neat idea.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah,
not something I felt like following up on, but I enjoyed what I
See,
saw.
that's where I was at.
Uh,
I saw the first one.
I
Yeah.
love that show.
Darth Apache says it's a pretty lame gimmick at best.
I
Is
think
he
he's talking about the VR
Oh, okay,
still.
Okay,
yeah, I
okay,
think
great.
not-
I was like, what you
Sure.
talk about my boy like
yeah,
that
don't
for?
don't go after Donald Glover. I mean, there's two people you do not insult in front of Eric, and that is Donald Glover and Chance the Rapper.
I don't know about Chance. I'd be fine if you insulted him.
Okay.
I mean,
Then
I like him.
Donald Glover.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still wish he never changed his Twitter handle.
Mm-hmm. That'd be fun. So
Donald
yeah,
Glover.
Star Wars standalone. Yeah, it's going to be.
It'll be like the Rogue One movie that's coming out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But this will be after Episode 8, right?
Well, yeah, and Apache, I know
no,
we're a little
no,
late
no.
to the party here. That happened on Friday? We do this on Thursday,
Oh.
so this is as recent as it's gonna get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one will come out after
Oh, he's-
episode 8. I'm sorry.
I think he did just insult Chance just because.
I don't know why is asterisk Chance an insult? I don't know.
I think Twitch censors out some of the stronger profanities.
Oh, cool.
No, he
Yeah.
typed in asterisk.
Asterisk
And I'm pretty
Chance.
sure there was an F up there somewhere
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah. Come on, get it harder.
Because I've definitely noticed that happen
When you typed obscenities
when
into the chat.
no when
We know, Nathan. We know.
I'm gonna stop now.
Stop digging.
Stop! Just
Aw.
stop because Darth is gonna get irritated.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just trying to
Darth
protect.
is already irritated. I can't help that.
No, I think Donald Glover's gonna be cool. I think he's
Yes.
just got personality in spades, and I don't know. I feel
I
like,
can't wait to see him with that cape.
Yeah, it's gonna
Maybe he's a poor Lando that doesn't have the cape yet.
No, he better have that cape.
He'll have a cape.
Maybe
At
he'll
some
have
point
I
during
mean,
the movie, I'm sure.
Han
He's
Solo
just a
will have
poor
a
boy?
vest. He will have a cape.
He probably
Capes are cool. Well, boom.
Yeah, capes are cool. Ask Antonio
Abu.
Banderas.
That's right.
He knows about capes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if, but yeah, if you can watch, I mean, if you've seen any of Donald's work, I mean, he I don't know. He kind of breaks boundaries a lot with genres.
He's
and
all
he
over
just
the
kinda can do
place.
whatever. So he'll be good. All right, this next story comes from TheVerge.com, and it says here, The Walking Dead Quitters Club, goodbye for real, we're done. I want to be real cautious here. We're not going to spoil anything. We're not going to say anything if you watch the show and you maybe you haven't caught up or whatever. I want to make sure to make that clear. Try to keep it spoiler-free in the chat, too. But yeah, so there's been a lot of kind of controversy floating around the last episode, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the first episode.
I
I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go any further
I meant
than that.
the most recent episode.
Well, this article does talk about a group that was kind of set up way back, at least a season ago, about saying that people should quit watching it.
Well, but that was more like ironically, kind of like, whoa, this
Yeah.
is the Quitters Club. Like, we keep saying we're going to quit Walking
Yeah, but
Dead,
we aren't-
but we're
but we
not.
aren't. We keep coming
We're going
back.
to keep watching
Yeah.
it because it keeps pulling us back. But I think with this article, they were just like, okay, they went too far. I'm done. Like, that was kind of the thing.
Right.
But
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I read through the article and I've seen the episode and read the comics, and I feel like a lot of the criticism that they have is that they just are like, I don't see where it would go from here. The grotesqueness doesn't fit with the story or anything like that. What happened on Sunday night's episode, it very much follows the comics. I mean, and it was one of those that had even like a shot that was the very best that they could do to mimic what happened in the comic in a cinematic shot, which you don't always see. A lot of the liberties are taken with this being out of the comics itself in the movie or in the TV show. But I mean, and that's the part that I think is just funny, that you've got somebody that's so into this TV show that they're writing a blog like this about quitting watching the show, and then the reason that they're quitting is because of something that was taken almost exactly from the comics.
Yeah, but the comic the art in that is the worst art ever.
Yeah.
It is so crudely drawn. It's black and white. It's not like what they showed on the episode Sunday night. That drawing that they put in the comic of the same scene, yes, it's similar. I get it. It conveys the idea, but it's also a comic book. And when you lift it off the page and you put it into film and you
With real
and
people.
you don't cut away and you force people to watch it. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to say it's wrong or it's right. I'm just saying that you better know what you're getting yourself into. And I get that there's going to be a bunch of people that are like, well, I like the show and I'm not ever going to say anything bad about it, and it's mine. And then there's going to be people like, I've been telling people this is a dumb show forever and you shouldn't be watching it anyways, and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I get there's two sides of it, but I think there is a point where you kind of have to admit, the way, if you feel invested in these characters, like I feel like I did, like I felt invested in these characters, even though I kind of, you get annoyed with some of the plot twists
Sure.
and whatever. But the way they treated it like, I mean, if they wanted you to feel miserable about what happened, they accomplished that. But I do feel like it was just on that, like, a little too distasteful. I feel like it crossed the line. The camera held just a little too long on
Okay.
all those shots. They showed
could
it
see
to
that.
us a little too much. I think it was like, you could have given me all of those
Like
punches.
force fed then.
You could have given me all those punches, and you could have cut the camera. You could have
Just
changed.
a little
I mean,
bit.
you could have.
Okay.
I just think that they really wanted to hit it home, and they did it too much. I don't think. I mean, the part, like, if you don't know, this isn't a spoiler, but two people get their heads bashed in with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire, very, very graphically, and then multiple shots of just like brain mush on the ground, and then one shot of one of the characters with his eyeball halfway sticking out, telling his wife that he'll see her soon, and so like,
Yeah, too much.
I mean, it's pretty graphic, and I don't think that I don't know. I mean, I get what they were going for. They wanted to be honest to the comic and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
See, honestly, for me, I was more bothered how, like, the the cliffhanger bothered me, and I want to preface this. I do like I enjoy a good cliffhanger. I've read the Dan Brown books. He knows how to do a good cliffhanger, and those are very enjoyable. It keeps the tension there. And this, like I talked about it before, it felt like it made me want to roll my eyes, and I wasn't really curious what was going to happen. And then what bothered me even more was at the very beginning. Well, for the first half of the show, they just are still teasing who died. And it's just like I don't even really care at this point.
Well, and then they kill someone, and then then everybody kind of sigh of a relief.
Like, oh,
okay. Well, it's not the I like that person, but at least it wasn't detrimental. Like, okay, it was over quickly. It's fine. And then they go, oh, here we go, and then we're gonna kill somebody else, and we're gonna even do it more graphically. And I don't think at this point, I don't think anybody. I mean, as much as I like the show, I don't think I've heard anybody defend this in a way that I go, oh yeah, okay, you're right, this was good. They should have done it this way. Like nobody has. I really don't think there's a good argument for the way they portrayed it.
See, I guess for me, it was the aspect of. And I can agree with you that I think that there were probably a couple of shots that they definitely held on too long.
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from with that, and you're probably right. I think for me, it left me with the same kind of like that knot in my stomach that I had when I read the comic, and it was like, oh, this is happening, and then it was like on TV, you're watching that, and you're not sure who it's going to be, and you're like, oh. It happened. So I think that's why I really enjoyed it, because of the fact that it basically recreated that feeling that I had reading the comic originally.
Yeah. Well, and then that's one thing I will say. I think that is why I can forgive this show for kind of doing some like bad things. Is that they had, like, these last two seasons, I think they've had really good writing in it. And I think that last episode, right up until they didn't reveal stuff for the last season, the last episode of the last season, I thought it was written very well. I thought it introduced Negan very well. I thought he seemed like it made the characters feel very powerless, and it made you feel powerless along with them. It made you very much hate Negan, but it made him seem like a very imposing character. I just wish they would have done it all on that last episode, just because. Well, and this is one thing I said earlier too, not to you guys, but somebody else. It didn't really affect me emotionally when the characters died. I was just like, I mean, I certainly liked them, but I felt like I had been wondering, be like, oh, who's gonna die? So long.
I don't believe you, Trevor, because I looked at you and your eyes were red with passion when it happened.
I think
you looked pretty upset, Trevor.
Trevor's eyes were red because he's Satan.
I didn't honestly feel anything.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you either.
I saw you.
I don't know why you guys.
I saw your eyes.
I was in the room.
I'm not trying to be tough or anything. There is no reason for me to lie about this.
I saw your eyes.
There is zero reason for me to lie about this.
Here's why I think that they did it the way that they did it, because I think they knew that this was going to be controversial with showing the violence in and of itself. And so I think that by leaving that as a cliffhanger instead of showing you all of that, there would have been the potential of absolutely losing a larger number of people than starting at the very beginning of a season, because now people are like, well, what happens next, and are like invested in it because it was only a week ago, rather than this being something that they saw 4 months ago and being like, I don't really know if I want to go back to that after what I saw here.
I don't know. I still, the way that it was all handled just bothers me.
Yeah, I don't know. The cliffhanger was dumb, but I do think that TV, like these, I think they get off with the violence way too much. Like, I mean, I remember watching, you remember, what was that movie, Jeremy, that we watched that disturbed us back in the day? What was it called? Irreversible.
Yeah.
Look that one up. That's a good watch.
Please don't.
I
can't believe you had.
Nathan's laughing.
I can't believe you had. I
was laughing at something crazy said.
I can't believe you just admitted we watched that. Actually.
Oh, that's fine. No, but Irreversible. There's a scene in that which
Nathan,
was like
live tweet that one.
Irreversible.
Oh gosh.
But there's a scene in that where a dude gets his face smashed in with a fire hydrant, And I remember watching that going, oh, this is hardcore. Like, this is pretty, and I remember like reading up how they did it, the special effects. And like, I'm a big special effects nerd. I love that stuff. Like, show me how to use a watermelon to make it look like I smashed some dude's head open. Like, that's
With
really
a fire
cool. Yeah, like, it's
extinguisher.
cool,
Right.
Yeah.
I get into that stuff and it's cool.
Or that
And
20-minute scene in the.
but I
underground.
just think that you can tell stories. I don't know. It's just weird to me that TV has gotten to this point where that stuff that they showed on that episode, that would have, like when I was a kid, like, I mean, that would have never, ever been allowed on TV at all.
Right.
No.
And I mean, even language and stuff has changed a little bit, but I'm just thinking like this has gone, like if you figure, oh, okay, well they can say a bad word, but now they can also show a dude get his head bashed into like a pulp, like every frame for frame of it. Like I get that it's fake, right? It's like,
Right.
it's Hollywood magic, but I still think that like, don't we have some responsibility to that, to say we sit there and watch that and then go, whatever. Like, I mean, like something, I mean, I know that it's fake and we know it's fake. We can sit there and rationalize that it's fake, but I feel like, shouldn't we feel something though? Shouldn't we be like, maybe, like, I feel bad about watching that because like the depiction of that violence is really distasteful. Like, I mean, and I'm not saying that that's anything against the show, but like if it was flipped on anything else, like if it was nudity, you'd have like every church group and the grandmas out there complaining about this show. But because it was this grotesque violence, it's like everybody's cool with it, and it's just like, whatever, it's fine.
Well, I mean,
it's fine.
I mean, even the
kids have their fun.
Talking Dead afterwards, I mean, they're saying, we're adults here, and they're live with an audience and swearing and knowing that they're getting bleeped out, but if they don't get caught, then it's going to cost them a fine or whatever, and they're... He said basically what you said. We just watched this. I think we could say the F word or this or that. So I agree with you in that aspect. It's weird how the state.
I mean, I get it. Everybody kind of has their own like moral.
Right.
Like I draw the line here with X, Y, Z. But I think it's good for all of us to sometimes sit back and go, okay, well, should I be okay with this? I mean, when I compare it to other things that I'm not okay with, like, why am I okay with this? Like, why? And I don't know. I never really experienced that because I kind of love horror special effects, and I love that stuff of like, I want to make something gross and cool like that. But for some reason, this just like hit me the wrong way that night. I was just like, this isn't. I don't know, but whatever.
Darth Patchy says we sit there and command virtual characters beating the bleep out of each other on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
WTF.
It's pretty cool. And you like I could rip Kyle's head out and then his spine.
Yeah,
is still
I think
attached.
there's something
That's
still a
pretty
little
cool.
different than seeing that than seeing like an animated something in a game.
And I think too, like with Game of Thrones is a show that people talk about the gore in that, and I've watched so many people die in that show, and it's always a lot of times it's been kind of rough, and it's been like, oh man, I like that character, whatever. But even they haven't like done this. Like this is
I don't know. For me, that I will always be haunted by the scene of the mountain.
Hey, spoilers!
I was trying to say it generally.
Yeah,
the Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
That really got to him.
I'll agree with you on that one, but I felt the same way with that as I did with this.
See, I don't. I think it's because eyes are kind of my weakness.
Yeah, that's when he had his eye popped out, Trevor.
Hey, Trevor,
I don't know.
Trevor, spoilers. I haven't seen what happens to the mountain, but now I know there's eyes
hasn't
involved.
happened to the mountain.
It's what the mountain does to somebody else.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, now you know more.
I don't know. I think I was just too distracted on Sunday night. But
distracted by what, Trevor?
There was nothing else going on but watching
that.
I
was annoyed by what they were doing. I don't know.
You're silly sometimes.
I think you're just denying the truth, Trevor. I saw it all over your face. You were traumatized. All right, let's move on to the next story. I like just telling Trevor.
Fine, whatever. Yeah, all right.
Nate, what, Nathan?
I don't know. You're standing up, so I don't.
I was letting the cat out.
Oh, okay.
What did you do? You let did you let it out of the bag?
Who let the cat out?
I don't want to watch your video.
IGN.
Yeah, you're terrible.
This next
video
story
player.
comes from IGN. It says Indiana Jones 5. George Lucas isn't involved with story.
Not quite a surprise after, because he wasn't really involved in Star Wars either, was he?
Nope, not at all.
No.
I mean, it's not entirely a surprise, but it is something that has now been confirmed that he was not involved in the story for Indiana Jones 5. And, I mean, it's Spielberg and Harrison Ford coming back, as well as John Williams, who's going to score the film again.
Mm-hmm.
But Spielberg also promised, I mean, we've talked about this before, not to kill off Indiana Jones in the movie at all, but July 2019 is when we have to wait.
Do we really have
There's
to
a
wait?
good chance.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
There's
freaking
a
care.
good chance he's gonna actually
Hey,
die
but-
before then.
Yeah.
They'll fill it all in
I guess that's rude of me. I shouldn't say that, but it just sounds funny to me to hear you have to wait till like I'm like on the edge of my seat. Like I can't wait to watch old Ford be Indiana Jones again.
Hey, you know what?
Aliens.
I'm gonna say
Aliens.
The aliens were George Lucas's.
no. Shut up for a second. And
I
let me
don't
talk.
believe that for a second that it was only him. I'm sure it had to have been Spielberg going. Aliens.
Well, I
Shut
mean,
up for a
Spielberg
minute,
had
though.
to approve it, obviously.
he's
but
like, that's
Lucas
not
was the
bad.
one who came up with the idea.
That's not bad. I like that alien.
But
thing.
here's why I am excited about this movie, because Star Wars happened. They're both. I mean, both of these properties are now owned by Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars was fantastic after the massacre that was left of the first three movies.
You mean the
prequels. Yeah. So I mean, with the way that was done, I know a lot of people didn't like the Crystal Skull. I thought it was okay. It wasn't the best of the series, but
Oh yeah, like that part when Shia LaBeouf was swinging with monkeys. That
yeah,
was
I know
cool.
it's CGI was bad.
It had dumb parts, but it
It
was
had a
dumb
lot of dumb parts.
It had a lot of dumb parts, but I still enjoyed it for being a dumb adventure movie.
It was like
Yeah.
if you
Hey,
were making a
Eric,
dumb pie,
ESPN's
if you were
calling.
making like a dumb pie, then and you put all the ingredients in there, and you need lots
You're
of
a dumb pie.
Then you would have made
Let
this
Kyle
movie.
keep going.
I think that there's
What's a dump pie?
The dumb pie.
a dumb
Oh.
pie. That's one that's filled with a
No.
bunch of poop.
Okay, go ahead, Kyle. Tell me why Indiana Jones 4
I
was
just-
worth anybody's time, and it was not. Forgive me, Trevor. Hot freaking garbage. Like
Well, it followed the way that the series went, because the first and the third movies were better than that second one. So the odd-numbered movies have been the better of the
Yeah.
series.
Are you really drawing a pattern?
I know.
There is a
Thank
pattern.
you, Nathan.
There
Thank
is a
you
pattern.
for being the voice of reason in this discussion.
The chat is
That's
just
like
as
saying
divided.
Star Wars prequels broke the pattern by having the third movie be the best one.
I like Logan Vale's title, Indiana Jones: Attack of the Arthritis.
Maybe so. You all are haters, and I hate your guts.
Hey,
sometimes.
I'm excited for the movie too. So
Yeah, well, you guys have fun.
I'm gonna
Well, we
watch it,
will.
but I'm not anxiously waiting.
I'm
for
glad
it.
you
Yeah.
guys like
I'm
things.
anxiously waiting
Everybody's
for it.
allowed to like things. It's fine. I
Yeah.
just thought the fourth one was stupid, and I'm not excited for this one because I don't believe that it's actually going to go in a good direction. But maybe it will, and then that's awesome. Good, great. I'll be relieved, and then you guys can tell me it was good. And then
Yeah.
I'll watch it. But then I won't believe you because I'll be like, well,
Hey,
they
Max,
like the fourth
welcome
one.
back.
And then,
I won't
Hey,
tell
Max.
you anyway. I'll
Yeah.
tell you it was great if it was horrible. So you go see
Yeah,
it.
so
and you'll
I'll
be
go
like,
see it.
I wasted my money.
Yeah.
It's hot garbage.
I'm gonna tell him it was great, even if it's terrible.
Dumpster fire.
Go see it. It's a dumpster fire.
That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm just gonna start praising all these horrible movies that I
I wouldn't
don't like.
believe you. I don't go to the movies based on what you guys say, anyways.
Yeah, I know.
That's what Rotten Tomatoes is for, and you know that's what
Yeah.
I go.
Yep.
with.
I know.
Terrible. This movie's terrible.
I mean, I did see Indiana Jones 4, and it is bad.
Mutiny Teddy. Everyone is allowed to like something, and Eric is allowed to bleep all over it in your face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually a very accurate
That
like
pretty much sums up the
analysis.
tub.
Yeah,
Your
that's-
likes are stupid.
You guys are morons for liking
Yeah.
it.
Kanye's the
You
best.
you have the right to be
Hey.
stupid.
Don't you bring Kanye into this.
Yeah, whoa.
I just don't. Okay, I'm okay. Please explain to me what was redeemable. I'm going back to that freaking story. What was redeemable about Indiana Jones 4? The fourth Indiana Jones movie. Name me one thing that was good about that movie. Like, I just want to
I
know
thought
like a
it was-
legitimate answer.
I thought it was fun.
Give me
I
like a
didn't,
thesis on this.
I
Why?
didn't,
What was
okay,
good?
I didn't expect it to be something that was like an earth-changing,
No.
like serious movie.
But
I
this is,
expected
that's
it-
the worst argument
Harrison-
for a bad
Harrison-
movie ever. I didn't expect it to be good. So
No, I'm not saying that I didn't expect
mean,
it to be good. I said I didn't expect it to be like a super thought-provoking movie or anything like that.
I don't think movies have to be thought-provoking to be good.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying I
here's-
enjoyed what it was.
I think that I think the Fast and the Furious movies are good, and they're the dumbest movies ever.
Yeah, I don't get
Yeah,
it.
but-
I've watched like one or
But
two
they
of them,
know
and
it
I
at
don't
least.
like them.
At least they know that
They
they're dumb.
embraced it
and
from
they,
the beginning.
Yeah, they know they're dumb and they live on it. Indiana Jones was trying to be something that I don't even know. It was so convoluted. I have no idea what that movie was even doing. Like what its purpose was.
It's trying to be like another James Bond kind of genre of its own.
What were you
No.
say,
James
Trevor?
Bond.
Yeah, meaning like that you'll watch every single one of them no matter what. Like Star Wars.
Well, but there. I mean, I don't know if that.
Is there really an expectation that everyone watches every James Bond movie?
Yeah, I haven't seen many.
Seriously?
I haven't seen many of the earlier
Are you
ones.
kidding me?
No,
I've
no.
only seen
I
the
don't
new
think
ones.
I've seen most of the ones except for like Connery and Craig.
Okay. Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I haven't
All
seen
of
any of those, so that's a bad example for
You
me.
didn't let
that's a
Trevor
good movie.
explain why The Crystal Skull was a good movie, and I should be nicer. I want to know.
I
'Cause
enjoyed
aliens are
Harrison
real?
Ford fell back into his role very well. I thought a lot of his lines were very well written. I very much enjoyed seeing him back into it. It was really nice to see Marion come back because that was all written pretty well and
You're
like
saying
enjoyable.
Harrison
They had
Ford
some
is
nice
good at
banter.
being Harrison Ford.
Yeah, and
Okay.
he was the star of that movie.
Okay.
So I mean, if you're going to see that movie, you're going to go see Harrison Ford.
I'm offending Mutiny Teddy, and I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
Mutiny
about that.
Teddy says, "I like the men in a tub, but it doesn't mean I like Eric right now." And Login Fail says, "Your opinions don't matter because it doesn't match mine."
I will throw this out. I appreciated that they came back to Marion because that was really a giant dangling thread from Raiders that they never touched on
Yeah.
since. And the fact that she just up and disappears between that and Last Crusade was kind of a weird spot character-wise. So I was glad that we got some resolution to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that the chat is so divided on this
Yeah.
topic. It's pretty bad.
Max is
Trevor
back
can
with
take the
his
crystal.
Crazy's with you,
enforce
Eric.
with the puns. He
What's
said-
that?
Crazy's completely with you. on
I,
this,
I
though.
think so.
No, Max. Willie Scott was the one in Temple of Doom.
No, he said that he went to her temple. of
Yeah,
Doom.
no, we all
Yeah,
got
the
it.
pun just doesn't work.
It just doesn't work.
does.
Nathan's putting his foot down. All right, no, we'll leave it at that. I still
You're
don't.
entitled to your opinion, Nathan, but
I-
it's wrong.
I want Nathan.
All right.
You guys have homework. I want Kyle and Trevor to write a thesis paper on why, like,
Why do I have to prove my opinion? Why
'Cause I
can't
just
you
wanna
just-
know.
That has to be written and put on the,
I
on
want
the
to
website.
see it. I want it
Is
written.
that-
I
you
want
me
it
to-
on
You know,
the
I could-
website. I want an article like just laying
Honestly,
it out.
I could
Dueling
waste hours
dang
and
it.
hours of my time,
But
and you
then-
would never. You
No,
would
I
never-
think if you could give me
So you're
like,
telling
I
me
would
I
be
need to go
open
home
to
and,
read. I'll
and
be.
watch the movie over
I will
again
be-
and write a paper.
I'll
I
be
have a
open
better
to
idea.
reason. I'll be open to reason. I want to like. I just feel like you haven't given me like a good argument for why it's a good movie.
I have a
want,
better idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they should be dueling papers. One
Yeah.
in favor, one opposed. Eric.
I don't think I want to bother
I
wasting.
think Eric has to write one as well.
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
fair.
It sucks.
All right.
Hot garbage.
Mine will just be a gif of a burning dumpster.
I gotta find some time to I need to rewatch all 4 movies to be
Yeah,
able to
yes.
get this.
I don't know.
I won't
whatever.
say it was. I will say it was definitely by far the worst of the 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I will agree with that. It
All
was
right,
the
let's-
it was the weakest.
I'm
We
not-
of the
all
4.
agree on that. That's good.
But
Now
I-
we
yeah.
can move on.
Oh yeah.
Trevor, to paraphrase Kevin Sorbo, if you are unwilling to say Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is dumb, you must be prepared to defend the antithesis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh
Thank you, Nathan.
I
Did you actually watch that movie?
Yes, I did. That was garbage.
I'm so sorry.
Oh man, did you watch the second one too?
No.
Oh, it's on your list, isn't
Is
it?
God's Not Dead 2 have like Kevin Sorbo as like this
No, it's got
raving,
Sabrina
like,
the
Kevin Sorbo's
Teenage
dead.
Witch, doesn't it?
oh, he's dead. He died in the first one?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know
'Cause
that.
that's what I.
Spoiler!
Oh, man.
haven't watched-
Nobody cares.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Wait,
This is
but
true.
Isn't it the Sabrina the Teenage Witch that's in the second one?
Yes.
That's
Good.
just funny in multiple levels.
Witchcraft. It's bad. It's the devil. All right, this next story comes from IGN. It
No,
says
that's Trevor.
Skyrim Fallout developer no longer giving out early review copies.
Yeah, they
Wasn't this
have
already
announced
kind
that.
of known that they weren't going to do that?
Well, no, I don't think that they had necessarily said it. It seems like there's a lot of game companies that are doing this a little more frequently. But they recently released a blog post that said that they want to be able to continue to work with media, streamers, and YouTubers to support their coverage, but before and after, or both before and after release. But they want everyone, including those in the media, to experience the games at the same time. And they also had a little bit in here that said, we also understand that some of you want to read reviews before you make your decision, and if that's the case, we encourage you to wait for your favorite reviewers to share their thoughts. So
I actually like the fact that they're like, well, then don't buy it day one,
right.
basically.
But see, but that's the problem is everybody's like, I gotta be first. I gotta play it. I gotta be first.
See, I'll agree. I appreciate that they at least said something about don't buy it day one if you want to see the reviews. But still,
they just said don't pre-order it is what they said, right?
I see, and actually I find myself with Eric when people start doing this, it just seems like a show of it's a good show of good faith to give out the early review copies so that people can know if they want to buy a day one if this game is good or not. And it just that seems like something. If you're going to emphasize this pre-order thing, you should emphasize that as well.
Mm-hmm. But they're not willing to do both anymore.
But yeah, if they don't, which I mean, if anybody is allowed to do it, I would say maybe
though.
Bethesda.
After Fallout 4, no.
I liked Fallout 4 though. So
I liked it too.
so.
I liked it too, but I don't think it was a great game. I think it was Fallout 3 with slightly prettier
I would very
graphics.
much agree with that statement.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not trying to poop on it. Don't want to offend anybody. I'm just saying that it really still had all the same
Hey, God of
glitches that
Atheist.
the last game had.
Had all the same music.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh, hey, God of Atheist.
for because they did give a early review.
I just
copy of
said
that.
that,
One,
Kyle.
though.
Yeah, Jeremy
I just said that.
Kyle.
I was also wanting to address them and say, hey.
Oh yeah. Hey, God of Atheist.
Should I call out,
He did call us his favorite man witch.
should I
Well,
call out
that's true. That's because
Irish
we're the
assassin
meatiest of
for-
man witches.
Wait, you would
Oh,
be the
no.
bread. Jeremy and I are the meatiest.
I just said we are the meatiest.
Whoa!
I think
We're the meat in this
Wait,
sandwich.
If you two are the meat and Eric and Trevor are the bread, what am I? Am I like
You're the
pickle on the
condiment.
side?
You're the
Yes.
pickle on the side.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're the
Yes.
flag that goes in the sandwich.
You're the flag.
No, he is not piercing this
You're
sandwich.
such a
no, you
flaming
jerk.
flag. I said flag. I think Kyle's a cheese. Though.
I think I probably am the
yeah.
cheese too, and I'm all right with
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
I love cheese.
I am
Jeremy's
so.
the meat.
Large,
I ain't no
hot,
vegan.
Maybe
slicey
take us some-
salami, bratwurst. I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
'Cause
no.
I'm
So, anyways, what were you?
German.
Who?
Is why.
What? Someone was saying something and then got interrupted by God of
Me?
Atheist.
I think I was.
Way to go, God.
I'm just kidding. We were talking about.
We're glad that you're joining
I guess
us.
I was talking about Fallout 4. I know you liked it, Trevor, and I'm not saying, but I don't think it was because. I mean, if at the core of it, I don't think it was because it was something different. It was because it was more of the same that everybody
yeah.
liked. I mean,
Yeah,
and I don't think that, and I think that this stems from some of that because I know that some people kind of honest like. Reviewers kind of beat up on Fallout 4 a little bit, and they did not like it. Like Bethesda was very outspoken about not liking the bad reviews.
Yeah.
Right.
And here's the thing: I have a compromise for people like pre-ordering games. Everybody says don't pre-order games or whatever, don't care. Here's my compromise: wait till it goes gold. If it goes gold, go pre-order it, but don't pre-order it at E3. Don't pre-order it like a year in
like
advance.
3 years
Yeah.
in advance.
Just wait till it goes gold to where the game's already going to get made, and if you really want to pre-order it, wait till then, and then at least you're not giving them data to go, well, like it's doing really well and all this stuff. Like once it's
Right.
already gone gold, they're printing the discs and stuff. So like,
Yeah,
or
it's
at
already
least-
made.
Well, pretty much, or they're getting ready to print the discs. So just
Right.
I don't know. But this is the thing. But here's the other thing of the side of this is they're giving all these copies of games to YouTubers and Twitch streamers to let everyone see them now. Like Dishonored, that's not coming out for a while, and there's people playing that on Twitch right now. There's people putting up YouTube videos of that right now, and they're not giving it to the developers. I mean, to the reviewers, to the critics to review the games beforehand. So,
Is that what they do? I thought they said they were not doing anything though.
oh no, you can go right now, go to Twitch and go watch somebody play it right now.
Interesting.
It's all over YouTube too.
That makes me like
is
this
that
even
Beth-
less.
Is
So
that
the-
Bethesda?
Yeah.
I actually don't like that.
Well, that's what they're
Yeah.
saying is they're giving it to influencers because they
Yeah.
know they're going to give it a positive spin. They're not
Yeah.
they're going to be
But they
negative
s-
on it.
Yeah. Well, and it's easier to push around the guy that doesn't really know anything about the industry. Be like, hey, you should say good things about this.
Well, and I
they're
mean,
like, oh, you gave us
even
a
if they
game."
didn't force it, it's so insane. Like you're not
Yeah.
going to be. I mean, most people aren't going to be super negative about something that somebody just sends them.
No,
Like,
no,
oh,
no.
here it is. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Because you won't get another one.
yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
You-
Oh, well.
Oh, that's how you felt about it. All right. Well, I'll
not
get you,
send you
I'll get
next
you the
time.
next time. But we don't have any extra copies for this game.
Yeah, which yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a
That
bummer
being
this
said, Bethesda, if you're looking for another
Yeah,
group in
send
Omaha to
us
send
games.
games to,
yeah, we'll
um,
lie through our teeth.
yeah, I have no problem with saying a game is good.
Even when
I
it's
liked
not.
Indiana Jones 4.
Yeah, so obviously Kyle's
I'll
a
say,
big liar.
I'll say good things about anything.
I know.
My
pretty
Little
true.
Pony is awesome. I loved it so much. I played it all the time.
That's just because you're on that. you're
Trevor,
part of the
Friendship
brony
is
group.
Magic or the original series?
Oh wow, that means
Whatever.
Nathan is a brony.
Nathan, are you a brony?
Nathan's a bro.
No, I've seen one episode.
Oh, sure. This next
All right,
story
fine.
comes from, I don't believe you. This next story comes from MarketWatch.com. It says Irish bookie already paying out on a Hillary Clinton victory bets.
I really hate this story because it makes me want Donald Trump to win just so this guy looks like that big an idiot.
Yeah.
Because he's this
So you're
Irish.
saying you've decided your vote? And
I
it's
don't have.
not for
I don't.
Jeremy.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, obviously, I want Jeremy to win.
Thank you.
Well,
Hold for president
Hold
2016.
for
Hold for president
president
2016. Yes, thank you. Yep. Uh-huh.
But I'm just saying, like this, as far as the two power candidates are concerned.
Oh,
this
the
is like the
mainstream.
right. This is the only thing that makes me want Trump to edge out Hillary here is because of the
No, don't do it.
that.
What?
Well, there.
Yeah, I said something that sounded really bad, so we'll just ignore it.
Whenever you say the word edge, Jeremy goes all nuts
I
like
know.
that. It doesn't matter. You could be like, I was standing on the edge of a cliff. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so dirty.
What did you edge?
Oh my gosh, you edged that mountain. Oh, so it doesn't matter what you use edge in. Jeremy's going to freak out on
Yes.
you. He's done this for a long time.
Classic Jeremy.
I'm
yeah.
just saying. It's fine,
Yeah.
Jeremy. That's your thing.
I had to explain that concept to my sisters this summer because they didn't know what Lady Gaga's song "Edge of Glory" was about.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad that now we all do if we didn't,
Yeah.
because you have now insinuated enough. Thank you.
You're
God of
welcome.
Atheist says Mr. Holt for president, and then watermelon clap.
I'm not sure to watermelon.
That's like a. Is that like a? Is that what that is? Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
It's cupping, right? Not.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what?
So yeah, this guy.
I was just playing your game.
Really?
I was just playing your game.
Really, Eric?
He was cupping.
Yes.
Nathan.
Perfect time to play a dolphin.
Hello. Is there? We needed something to fill some dead air, so.
Hurry, guys! Red alert! Play the dolphin sound.
I took it as a SpongeBob reference.
Right?
Okay.
Except they're bleep for swear words.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
Okay.
Okay, I guess not millennial enough. Okay.
You're just a little millennial, but not millennial enough to identify with SpongeBob.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, really, there's not a whole lot more to this story other than the fact that this guy is, in fact, paying out people in Ireland, I believe, or is it London?
So, all right.
Well,
Yeah.
he's Irish though. So.
Right, but I mean, it has to do with
No.
So
the
what
area.
you're saying is that Trump's the underdog and America should vote for Trump just because he's the
No,
underdog.
I'm not saying that.
That's what Kyle
I think that's
said.
what I heard.
But
Stick
he
it to
is-
the Irish.
Just like my hat says, Hatcher Body Shop Incorporated.
It says that he has paid out more than $1 million in bets, or
Jeez.
that they are going to pay out more than $1 million in bets.
Jeez. Wow, that's not looking good. But I mean, all those polls are wrong. They're all lies. They're all lies. I mean, if you've seen the other day, you've seen that little fly. It landed on Hillary's head. It landed right on Hillary's
Is
forehead.
that Rush Limbaugh?
And
or-
it also sounds just like you see the fly and it lands on her head, and you know it's a demon. You just know it because I've seen it.
it's
If you've
that.
seen it, if you know the other people, you've seen that like around like Obama. They say they smell like sulfur. Okay, so you can tell that the polls are rigged. This guy is gonna lose millions. Thank you.
And you said earlier that you can't do impersonations. That was a fantastic
I'm
Alex
actually
Jones.
pretty good at Alex Jones.
That was really,
yeah,
that was really good.
That's my favorite impersonation. I watch way too much of those videos and just go, "Oh my gosh, this guy is crazy. How is he not dying of like?"
Of course, you did go real hard with like the really angry side of him.
But that's only the way he talks.
But on that video,
It doesn't matter what's going on.
He
He just
started
talks like
real
that.
low. Like there's this. I mean, this is something that's
It's
very
very serious. I need to talk to you guys. I
serious
need you all to listen up
with
right
your
now because
children.
this is important. Okay, America's in the most detrimental time you've ever seen. All right, we've got this Hillary Clinton right now, and you just don't understand. Well, she's a demon. I don't know what else to say, but she's a demon. Okay, thanks. All right, just go to
I feel
Infowars.
like Alex Jones would angrily shout "Merry Christmas" just at a family gathering.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, you stupid children. You're all demons. Okay, so yeah, I know. So yeah, go put your bets in now. I guess so that's
Yeah.
or maybe bet for Trump, and then you got like
Yeah,
a
if you
chance
put like
to,
a dollar on a what is it, one in a
in a
100,000 or something, you make $10.
We should know this better with all the tub bucks.
I'm not good with
It does
Vegas
it all
odds.
automatically.
All right.
Oh no!
Oh,
Jeez, Jeremy hasn't even been talking, so that's not going to be hard, I guess.
I think it's because he was talking in the chat about
Oh, so he has
rigging
to-
elections.
Yes, shut up.
You have to shut up.
Oh, we got to set a timer
and
for
you
how
can't
much
type
is it? Is
either.
it 5 minutes?
3 minutes.
Three, yeah.
What's you're?
Set a timer for
I'm
3
okay with
minutes.
it.
You can say
He
no.
has
yeah.
a lot of
He
money he
can
needs to
talk
get
for
rid
a
of.
Oops, hold on. Set a timer for 3 minutes.
Oh, he just redeemed 2 of them.
He redeemed 2 of them.
3 minutes and counting.
no, he only did it once.
No, he
'cause-
did it twice.
Wait, now Darth Apache did it.
Oh, that's 6 minutes.
Oh man!
No, there's 3 of them. Because there's
Yeah.
1, 2.
No, because the first one doesn't have
Wait,
redeem.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
the-
didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
Darth
didn't see
Apache
that.
does not have enough tub bucks yet.
Oh, sorry, Darth Apache. Only 3 minutes
right.
right now.
All right. So
Later.
So we've got just the. Is the clock running?
we got it on it. We got
So Jeremy, what do you think about this?
This next story comes from The Verge. It says AT&T to buy HBO, CNN, and the rest of Time Warner for more than $80 billion.
You know, for as much as we were talking about how terrible Cox is,
Yeah.
this is just getting out of hand. Like, because they already own DirecTV, and I mean they're like giving out free DirecTV if you've got an AT&T.
I know
Isn't that like you can like stream any TV
you
or
can
something?
You can stream if you have DirecTV, you can stream their live channels or whatever without using your data cap, which
Now-
is just for people that I've heard people brag about that too. Well, with AT&T, I can do this thing. I can stream it for free because I have them. And I'm like, you realize that's terrible, right? Like because it's just like rewarding people for buying into a monopoly. But the one thing I know you guys like say I'm an Apple fanboy, but you know who, and maybe this is me talking bad about Apple, but in a way, you know who is actually to blame for this is really Apple. Because if AT&T was like tanking before the iPhone came out, and they only, AT&T was the only carrier to have the iPhone for the first year, maybe the first 2 years, and their stock just went through the roof, and now they're making tons and tons of money. Did Mutiny Teddy just pay?
No, I don't think that you can actually give
Oh,
bucks
okay.
that way.
Okay.
But no, you're right, and I mean, like, I think that is true. The fact that Apple had that exclusive, that did propel AT&T, and the other interesting part about this is that subtitle or the smaller section there, the deal includes Batman.
Yeah.
Because Time Warner owned their holdings, or had one of their holdings is DC Comics.
Mm-hmm.
So AT&T now owns DC Comics, which
I guess that's cool, right?
so I guess AT&T versus Disney now.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is just nuts. All these phone companies acquiring all these things that just you're a phone company. Why can't you just operate as a phone company?
This is why we all go, why is our bill so high? And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, wait, they're just taking over the
They're
world
taking over the
slowly
world.
because we're all feeding into this addiction we have in our pocket.
Right.
And so it's just like, okay. So, yeah, if anybody, you're going to complain about the new Batman movies or anything, just send your letters
Yeah,
to
send your letters to AT&T.
.com.
Crazy says has done the math, and he says I can silence Jeremy for 113
That's fine.
consecutive minutes.
Right now I can talk though.
Yeah, you're good.
I want to clarify, Kyle. You're completely wrong. They don't own it yet. It hasn't been approved.
Okay, it hasn't been approved.
And to be honest, it most likely will not get approved.
You think it won't?
No, absolutely not.
Well, but it sounded like it was pretty positive.
There's no way it's getting approved.
Okay, I was
When
gonna
this and
say-
that
It's
announced.
the whole
Well-
AT&T Ma Bell. If it was anyone else, there's a good chance.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
AT&T.
Is it-
There's
it's
no
because-
way it's getting approved.
It's because they
just the
already
name.
own DirecTV, right? That's got to be
Absolutely.
playing a
It's-
huge
and-
impact
no, so
because
here's-
it turns into more of a monopoly type
well,
of situation.
it goes into some past things that have been gone through the courts, which is basically that this happened with the music industry and Hollywood, where you can't own the entire product. You can't own the
Right.
entire distribution chain.
Yeah.
So you can't be the creator, the producer, and the distributor. And that's why they had to get rid of their holdings in movie theaters and had to separate that out.
I'm sorry, Nathan.
God,
Yeah,
there's-
Darth
I'm just
Apache's-
amused.
He's being so mean to you.
Yeah, there's some chat conversation. Mutiny Teddy said, Jeremy, the most hated tub man.
You know, I want to address that for a second. You know, it's kind of like when your parents said, you know, she's only picking on you because she likes you, or
Yeah,
you know,
that might
kind
be
of
it.
That's
thing.
probably it. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I'm okay with
So-
that.
Someone has a crush on Nathan.
But Darth Apache
Hey,
said,
Darth has a
F
huge
that,
crush.
Dick box in the corner is. And Crazy goes, whoa, that was aggressive.
Yeah, really
Um,
aggressive. No, God of Atheists, maybe AT&T will become Umbrella Corp, and all the
And then
zombie
he calls me that
apocalypse.
smug nose guy.
Smug nose guy. Yeah.
Logan came to your aid, though, Jeremy.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
10 out of
Logan's
10.
being nice.
You're 10 out of 10.
I'm pretty sure 10 out of 10 means something I don't understand yet. But
Okay. That was covered by SNL quite thoroughly. All right. This next story comes from Indiegogo.com. It says, get your skunk lock, the only bike lock that fights back.
You know, I've just got to say, we've got back-to-back stories here that are actually just investment opportunities for you.
Yes, this is your
I
investment
think we
minute.
might need to have a weekly,
an investment.
Indiegogo or Kickstart
the
that is the
Kickstarter
one that
award.
is the thumbs up approval from Men in a Tub.
Can it please be a
so-
sarcastic thumbs up approval though?
Sometimes.
Well, I don't know. I think both of these are very good this week.
Yeah.
This one is coming from Indiegogo. It is the Skunk Bike
This
Lock.
one is stupid.
This is going to. It's
Skunk lock.
I'll let the guy explain it to you.
We all know that gut-wrenching feeling of coming back and your bike's gone.
That guy's ticked.
That won't happen with the skunk lock.
Oh, good.
Skunk lock is a bicycle lock that was designed with a built-in deterrent. It can actually stop a thief from stealing your bike. Lock manufacturers won't tell you the fact that any U-lock can be compromised with the right tools. The truth is, any lock can be cut in a minute or less.
Welcome to the chat, Irish Assassin.
And that's why 1.5 million bikes are stolen each year.
This guy's just like
Let's
got
not worry about
grinding
electronics,
this
which can fail.
bike thing off, and everybody's
or
ignoring
crook
him.
with an angle grinder.
that's fine.
So that's the
Let's
only way
pressurize
that this
a
can
unique
actually
chemical
do that
compound into
is
the
by
lock.
grinding.
Oh, no,
First,
it still
if the
does
lock
it.
is compromised.
It's only by grinding through it. That's the
Skunk
only
lock
way
is
it works.
manufactured with
Well,
the highest
how else are you
quality
gonna,
How else
you're
are you
gonna
gonna
cut it with a
get
lightsaber?
How many people are walking around with a portable grinder?
If they're gonna do that, that's what they're
They're
doing.
not, they're not
any
doing it out in
other
the middle of
U-lock
the day.
on the
They're probably
market.
doing it at night
And
sometime.
unlike any other U-lock,
That guy was doing it in the
will
middle
get
of the
an
day.
obnoxious surprise.
Then don't grind through that. Grind through the
When it
bar.
comes to the challenge of delivering a skunk lock to your door, we're ahead of the crowdfunding curve.
And if that's the case, why would you
We
want
have
your
manufacturing
logo on
in
it? Because
place,
then they're like,
and they're ready to build upon
I'll
receiving
just
our
grind
first
through the
order.
curved portion of the
Because
bar.
they
And
probably
skunk lock comes with
well,
easy
A,
key
the
replacement.
first time they do it, they'll be like, "Oh gosh, this is
How
horrible,"
would it feel
and then they'll
if you
after that they'll
never
be
had
like,
to
"Well,
worry
I don't
about
want to
your
do
bike
that
being
again."
stolen again?
They'll just grind
Join
through
the
it,
revolution
the
and
smaller
grab a skunk
portion.
lock.
Who's going
It
to
could be
grind
the
through the
last
thick
lock
spot?
you ever
I don't
bought.
know.
That's just stupid.
My only concern here is what happens if you like drop it or something
No,
in
that
just a
won't
way
happen.
that may.
Well, because you
Jeremy,
got
it's
to
a
cut,
canister that's got the stuff in
but you
it.
got to cut through it to
It's got- yeah.
for it to escape.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
So
don't know.
here's the other problem with it. The other problem with it,
What's
and this
going
is actually
on,
a pretty
Trevor?
big deal.
Crazy legs.
Someone said
Well,
crotch. I
get
don't
back
know.
to it in a second. We'll come back
Yeah,
to it in a
yeah,
second.
we'll
So,
come back.
so here's the thing that's most likely going to be an issue and why this probably will never actually make it to market. And that is because, at least not in the United States, and they're a United States-based company, is that it violates chemical use laws.
Does it
So,
really?
It
yeah.
says that it's legal.
That's funny.
It's not though.
It says it is.
There's
What?
there's a big argument about this about its
really?
legality, because you can't guarantee. It's different than like pepper spraying someone in the face, because what happens if someone needs to actually take that lock off like a city worker because the bike is somewhere where it shouldn't be. So
Yeah.
now you're actually putting them in harm's way when they didn't do anything to
Well,
you.
if
So
they
it's not a
if they
self
read what it is, and
the
they-
pepper spray issue is you can use that in self-defense. This is not self-defense. This is a property issue.
Mutiny
And
Teddy says all of a sudden Jeremy's a chemical use expert. Did you
more
read
of
this?
more of a legal use expert, but
You read up on this for
Of course I did. This was my story.
Oh, is this
Yeah.
your story?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
okay,
why
okay.
you read up on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were
let's-
just like randomly pulling this out of your
No,
butt. Like
no.
what the?
Well, look at this.
So
hang on, I got some.
so technically they just can't. You're saying that they think it's legal, but it's actually not.
yeah, I think it's going to be fought in the courts for sure if they actually produce the product.
Well, it looks like they're going to because they're funded.
Well, there are other ways to skin a cat, as it were.
yeah.
You could just take the pole that's attached to
Yeah.
and pull it off.
What
that
did
way.
we miss in the chat
Yeah,
earlier?
anyway.
In the chat earlier, the idea of entrepreneurialness came up, and so Crazy said that he's got a new women's legwear store that he wants people to invest in. He's calling
Crazy Legs.
it Britches and Hose.
Okay.
So like
pretty good.
hosiery and stuff.
That's pretty good.
Login said that she was in. He said he'd need 5,000 from her.
$10.
And Login says that it needs to have a removable crotch. And then he said that all items will be crotchless as well as assless.
Okay. All right. So let's go back. Gotta have them buttless ones.
Yeah.
There's
Trev Dog said, "Take all my money, Crazy."
Now
Legs."
this one I might be able to
so
support.
Trevor's
I love that name.
Trevor's all in.
I just don't get why you wouldn't support this anyways, Jeremy. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
affect you. Like
Then why would I
you're not a
support
s-
it? That's the whole argument.
well, yeah. I
Because
guess
you want to keep your bike safe.
he doesn't ride a bike anywhere.
He does.
You've seen me, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, this next story comes from Kickstarter, so I guess it's not really a story, but it's more of an investment opportunity for you. This
One's only got 39 backers so
yeah,
far.
it's got 27 days to go though. It might still.
They're looking for 25,000.
This is called Plus 5. It's the ultimate gaming deodorant.
Yeah.
So is it like Old Spice?
It's
Probably.
it's deodorant for nerds.
They've made deodorant for gamers.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
like for when you go to like a
24-hour
big convention and you're like, why does
yeah.
it smell so rancid in here?
Oh,
It's 'cause
gosh.
None of these nerds are wearing deodorant.
Because games create eustress. I think that's how you say it. EUSTRESS.
Stress.
They said that the stress is good, but it can stink, so they've made a deodorant specifically designed
fight it.
for these moments.
That doesn't make sense. I play games to de-stress, not
Yeah.
to become stressed.
Well, but some games, like I think they're talking like competitive stuff when you're like really intense.
Yeah.
And, like you're getting
In a
stressed.
certain games of Battlefield, we could get pretty stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're awesome at that game.
So, yeah, they've
Sure,
got
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, anybody want to play Battlefield with us? We're on
Yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
let me know.
You guys should do that. We
Battlefields.
could have one more in our.
Yeah, we need
Max
another
wants to
squad
know if it smells good enough, does it give you plus 15 charisma?
Probably.
No, this one is charisma. It's a plus 5.
Here's what I
But
think is going to happen.
They've got stretch goals that if they get over 205,000, they're going to have 4 different scents: wisdom, vitality, dexterity, and of course the original charisma.
Here's how they get the rest of their backing if this doesn't work for them. All right, they reach out to some indie gaming
Go.
company.
Oh.
No, and they're like, let's package this with one of your games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy our game and get a free stick of deodorant.
That would be really cool for them to
No, it
pass it
wouldn't.
out
That
at.
is a
No.
dumb idea,
It would be
Trevor.
cool for them to pass it out. Listen to what I'm saying. To pass it out at Comic Cons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, you stink.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I
it
mean,
No,
saved,
no, you're good. You don't need one.
it saved people a lot.
Yeah. It might. I mean, it might be a good marketing tool at least to show up and give out free samples.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
we could really, we could make this tub less stinky with just $36. We'd get the legendary pack. It comes with 3 6-packs. You can do the math on what that's going to cost per
All right.
per
Stick.
stick. What is it, Jeremy? Quickly.
What?
3 6-packs for $36.
Why?
I don't
want
know.
me to do
Because
that?
you're the math guy.
Next story comes from
$2.
TheVerge.com again. Man, we're just hanging out at The Verge this week.
I guess.
Human-sized NES is roaming Japan looking for Halloween candy.
Yeah, so it's Halloween this
$1.50.
week.
That's a Famicom.
$150.
That's not an NES.
That's like the original. That's like the.
I know, but it's a Famicom.
Well, yeah, it is a
6
fan.
times 3.
Guys, shut up about the math.
We're
Pay attention to the
looking at
story.
Halloween.
Are $108.
Yeah, thank you.
So, anyways, a human-sized NES
Human-sized
is roaming
NES
Japan,
is roaming Japan,
looking for candy. Why?
Because why not? It's Japan.
Are you?
This is the perfect costume. We talked about it earlier in the show. We were looking for good costumes.
The
Here
fact
we
that
go.
they're tethered, I actually like that idea.
Well, they're holding hands. They're
Yeah,
not necessarily tethered.
But they're making it look tethered
Yeah.
with the whole
Yeah.
black. And I get it.
Yeah, I think it's a good costume.
I
like
think
it.
I'm curious why the controllers are 2 different versions.
They're not. Oh,
yeah,
good
one's got start and
spot.
select,
Yeah.
and the other's got
Were
see?
they different with the original Famicom?
See, and I don't think they were.
It's the I don't know if the Famicom had the different controllers.
let me
or not.
look.
But I'm sure they're probably these people are probably geeky enough that they paid attention to that.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, okay. So this
Well,
is
because one even has
There were in
the
the
dots
second
for the
player
audio.
controller didn't have the start and select.
oh okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
There we go.
That's quality.
Player 2 did not have it. So if you need something to take out as a costume, you can always go as the Famicom.
There you go. There you go. All right, this next story comes from the Washington Post. It says police baffled by couple found dead next to untouched bags of Taco Bell and not much else.
Yeah, there was a pound of pot and Taco Bell.
They said not much else, and there was a pound of pot.
Not much else.
The,
That
the
makes a
pound of
huge
pot was
difference.
in the kitchen. It was
Are
in the
they
other
being
room.
like sarcastic in this title?
Maybe.
No. Next
Talk-
to them, that's all that was there. And I'll let
Okay.
Kyle go through the initial.
The neighbors actually found them, and they actually left them alone because apparently they have a bunch of issues with they had a bunch of issues with just leaving their door open in their apartment complex. They hadn't been living there very long. The police had already been out there numerous times.
Wait, this couple specifically had been having
Yes.
a problem.
Yes.
They just
Yes.
left their
They
door
just
open.
left their door open.
Okay.
They had some kids, and they had already been taken away from them.
Toddlers.
For leaving their door open?
No,
they were placed in foster care because there's all kinds of issues there.
They've both had drug charges over the years
Right.
and stuff like that.
So they found the couple, and the lady that was their neighbor thought that they were just asleep. So they went through, and the woman finally had someone check on them. Police were called, and they said that it was something that the couple had probably been dead for at least 12 hours.
Which would have correlated to the first time that the lady noticed them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Whoa.
Sorry, beverage
He's
break.
throwing a full can of Pepsi at me. That was kind of scary.
Yeah. So what they found was she actually walked in on them and was like, "Oh, their door's open. Let me see if everything's okay." And she's like, "Oh, they're laying on the floor in the living room, and I see
Right.
they have Taco Bell." And she thought she heard a moan.
Yeah.
So she's like,
That was
"Okay,
probably
well,
just-
this happens all the time," and just leaves.
That was probably just gas leaving their
Right.
body.
Yeah,
She said
but
that-
she's just like, "This is
She
no big
said
deal."
that
She just left.
she closed the door and left because and from what it sounds like that was something that may have been a not uncommon thing
Yeah.
to have happen.
But then she ended up sending someone else to check on
Yeah,
them.
because then a
after
couple
that.
days later, or like a day later or something, they hadn't seen him. They said that toxicology results won't be available for 2 weeks. There's no evidence that the two had overdosed, so
there was
they
no
don't,
drug paraphernalia near them. The only thing that
That's-
was near them
that's
was
why
a
it
bag of
says
Taco Bell.
not much
that was
else.
it.
Okay.
So an
Yeah.
untouched bag of Taco Bell.
Correct. So they just basically got Taco Bell, came back, sat down, and died.
But they don't know why they died?
No.
Yeah, no one knows.
And
Max
it doesn't
says
look like there was
sexy
any
Taco
foul
Bell.
play either.
I mean,
Is the Taco Bell food, does it have to be admitted as evidence, or do the cops get to eat that?
Well, I think they're
Gosh.
probably good question. I think they could eat the pot.
I don't know. Have you ever eaten Taco Bell that's like even sat out just a little bit too long? Like, I mean, it's good when you get it fresh, but
when it
their tacos will last
I
forever.
actually have. Yeah.
when
Really?
it does kind of melt into the paper.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
Once
I
it gets
can't.
to that point, you got to eat the taco first because that's
well, if it's a
that's,
card shell, yeah, because it gets
Yeah.
soggy.
Yep. Hey, and you know, speaking of Taco Bell, Crazy just brought something up. There is free tacos that the World Series has won America
Really?
because there was a stolen base in Game 1 of the World Series. When is that day?
We'll find out for you because that's what
Yeah.
we do. We look on the internet for you.
Yeah, because I mean,
That's what I'm
it's not
looking
like
up
you
right
guys
now.
have access to the internet or
Yeah,
anything.
I'm
Absolutely.
pulling it up right
I
now.
mean, I don't know what they're watching this on, but probably a potato.
Yeah.
So God of Atheist
We're
said
gonna-
folks need to have a license before they can have kids.
Really? That's an interesting concept. I've heard that come up.
Yeah, that
previously.
is an interesting concept.
So
The
how-
problem with that is it's not possible to say you need a license unless somehow we sterilize everyone and then we reverse sterilize them when we give them a license.
It's the
Like,
genophage.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's possible. To
Well, that's how we
enforce.
got the F word, right,
Right.
Eric?
Stop it. That is not how. Please go.
That is a
Come
false
on, that was
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, I know. Just go look it up on Wikipedia.
To answer the question about the tacos, Crazy, that is going to be November 2nd from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. local
At
time.
Taco Bell?
At Taco Bell.
You get how many free tacos? One.
They will be handing out a free Doritos Locos taco
Ooh.
to fans November 2nd from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., whatever your local time is. I believe it is a U.S. only. So if you are overseas, I
Okay,
am
guys.
sorry.
I have an idea.
Oh, boy.
I have an idea. I say we all get in a car.
You're going to say your idea
And
that
we-
you just
and we-
typed into the chat, aren't
Well,
you?
basically.
Yeah.
And we videotape this with us just driving around to every single Taco Bell in town.
Okay. Go to every
Like,
Taco Bell in
every
down.
Taco Bell in town.
In down.
In down.
In down.
In
Yeah.
Every
down.
Taco Bell in down.
In down.
Downton
Oh,
Abbey.
ha, 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 ha.
Okay, this next story comes from FoxNews.com. Who put this in there? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Justin
It was me.
Justin Bieber storms off stage mid-concert because they didn't like his praise and worship set list.
Yeah, I don't know that that's exactly it. That,
okay.
That was you read into that a little bit.
I'm sorry.
but That's
Sure.
all right.
Remember
I-
when that video was going around the social media and he was like playing some
Yeah.
Hillsong song
Yeah.
and people never
I guess he's.
Open
And this is
the eyes of my... That wasn't
this
the
is
one.
this
was
has
it?
maybe happened a couple times. I saw some other stories about this. He walked off stage. He got upset and frustrated with his fans because they would not stop screaming. So he said, "I appreciate all this support. I appreciate love. I appreciate the kind things. But the screaming in these breaks has got to stop. Please and thank you. I don't think it's necessary when I'm trying to say something and you guys are streaming."
Streaming or
Or
screaming?
screaming, sorry.
I was
Screaming.
like, wait a second. This is a different story.
Streaming, yeah. So he then left. He eventually came back after the crowd's pleading, but told the audience he'd no longer be speaking in between songs. He told the fans that he tries to connect with this crowd by talking to them and that it wasn't possible in Manchester. He's quoted as saying, "I feel like I want to connect with you. I'm just going to quit the talking, all right? I'm not going to talk the rest of the night." Yeah, so it's he's had a couple of outbursts like this on his latest tour.
You know, back in the day, I went to a concert.
You went to a Bieber concert?
No, I went to a concert, and it was with a guy that maybe you've heard of. It was his name was Carmen. Anyone? No. Look up the early '90s Christian music scene. All right, and someone
Not Carmen Sandiego.
no, and someone threw toilet paper.
It's never Carmen Sandiego.
from
Bum.
the high nosebleed seats. Threw some toilet paper.
Yeah.
And he saw it, and
He said it was the
got
devil, and he
no, he
left.
got really upset about it because he's like, I know you didn't bring that with you, so that means you stole it from the bathroom. And he like called them out on it, and ended up saying that we didn't deserve to hear him sing, and he walked off stage and left.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Really?
Good
Wait.
job.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
God of Atheist says tweens screaming. Can't blame him.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, toilet paper is really a problem. In other news, abcnewsgo.com. We must have the mobile site here. Couple encounters a black metal band in woods during engagement shoot. That'd
Yeah,
be
they were-
scary. Oh,
They
shut
were-
up with your stupid.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, they were taking engagement pictures in a park or like somewhere in a forest, and they noticed that there were some other people that were around them that were doing some other photo shoots or whatnot. It was actually this black metal band that was filming a music video to go along with their new EP that came out. So they asked them to take a picture because, I mean, why not? You've got a photographer there that you paid money.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, cool, let's take a picture. And they gave him a copy of the EP. And they said they
Oh, I
listened,
bet they were thrilled.
yeah,
to
they
get
said
that.
they listened to it on the way out of the forest and that it was kind of eerie. I'm sure that it...
There's a shock.
Yeah, she does not look like someone that would listen to that music.
That's because the EP was called "Death, Murder, Newlyweds." Yeah. And they were just like, I don't know. This seems eerie. Seems too ironic, too coincidental.
I don't know. God of Atheists brings up a good point. Black metal, is there also a white metal, copper metal style?
Yeah, white metal is called John Tesh.
I thought white metal was platinum. Wait, that's
Maybe.
white.
But they did also say that they told them that they'd be invited to the wedding or something.
The wedding band. Yeah, that's true.
That would... Go ahead, Nathan.
I as soon as he said wedding band, I imagine this playing out like How I Met Your Mother, but this time the mother's in a black metal band.
That would be much more interesting. All right. Well, that's a cute little story, right?
Which one is the mother? The one on the far left, or the one that's holding the candelabra?
I don't, are those?
Candelabra. Seems more like
Candelabra.
it.
That's the mother. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we've solved a 9-year riddle.
Yeah, you guys are sexist. They can be a man. All right. This next story comes from cbc.ca.
Oh, I love this story.
It says Jeremy. You're in the news, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
That's part of the
Says,
reason I love this.
Jeremy the snail is rare, lonely, and looking for love. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in so many faces. Looking for love. Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, what?
Sexist unfollow. Yeah. It was. You just assumed that the woman would hold the candles.
Yeah.
That's what I was
That's
saying.
not-
That's what I said.
That's not what I was assuming. I was just saying because there
I
were.
thought it
I didn't
was
think
'cause
there were
they-
any ladies in there.
I
I was
thought it
calling
was
both
because
of those
of the
dudes
metal-
ladies.
I thought it was because of the spiked gauntlets on the arm.
Oh, yeah.
That might have been.
So what's this about, Kyle?
Yeah. So this poor little snail here.
Is he mounted
actually,
on another snail? He doesn't look lonely.
Getting a free ride.
I don't think that's.
That's not the problem.
So yeah, Jeremy is the snail that is on the top. You might want to try and zoom in on that a little bit, or
I'll
open
do
the
it
image.
For you. I'll do it for you. I'll do what
So-
you want.
Jeremy is the snail that is on the top, and essentially what this boils down to is the way that the shell.
You know, if you
is
boil them,
designed.
they actually. Oh,
No,
sorry.
we're not talking about actually boiling them.
Oh.
And yes, God of Atheists, shell blocked again.
Yes.
That's actually accurate. What's happening here is that the shell usually goes in a counterclockwise manner, like the snail on the bottom.
Weird.
So this one he's a rare snail because
He's
his goes
backwards?
clockwise, and so when they go
So
to
see, I told you, Jeremy, they can be born that way.
right.
Wow.
So they're essentially what is happening here. Essentially, what's happening here is that their bodies, their body parts are not in the right places. They're as the guy that is in this interview that's in this article. He says, so the rare type is a mirror image of the common type. That means when they try to mate, essentially their bits are all in the wrong position.
I hate when my bits get in the wrong position.
So it's like.
I do too.
So,
It's
so
terrible.
it's like.
We don't need a visual.
I don't know how that works with snails.
Okay.
God of Atheists and Crazy Legs. Snails are apparently hermaphroditic, so they're neither
Interesting.
and both.
like the Jurassic Park dinosaurs. Life finds a way.
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hypothetically, Jeremy the snail could reproduce with himself, but that's not ideal because
never
any
ideal.
imperfections
It's never
he
ideal.
has would get passed along.
Oh yeah, snail trails. Oh, that's a cute little
Whoa.
story though.
So what made that a story?
Oh, they are looking for a
Love.
snail that's compatible with him.
And all the
Yeah, they're looking for this snail. I believe in Canada.
And why did they find this snail to begin with?
Well, he's part of their laboratory.
Like, did he apply to a dating site?
Yeah. It's called snailsmingle.com.
I mean, he didn't swipe right enough or something.
Yes.
Hey,
It's called
there you go.
Snail.
You got that one.
I did.
Tender snail. Gosh dang it.
Wow.
No intelligence found. Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
All right, you heard it right. It's time for the 404 Club, and this is where we find the idiots out there, the jerks, the scumbags, as Trevor would say.
We've already got a few, right?
Slimelove.com. I like that page.
I don't think you want to go there.
No,
Jeremy's going to open
Jeremy's
it.
go there. Go there.
Jeremy's going to go there.
Anyways, we try to track down these idiots that are 404ing real hard out there, just being dumb. No intelligence found here. This first story comes from Myanmar Times.
Yes, there was a. I'm going to be honest. I haven't previewed any of the 404 stories
Kyle?
yet.
That's good.
I know. So this looks like there was an incident with 3 infants that were beaten to death in a village by a man purporting to be a healer, who told their families that they were possessed by evil spirits.
I don't think the toddlers should be on the 404. I don't think that.
No, not the toddlers.
Because
it wasn't the toddler's fault. It was this man's.
I mean,
the guy
unless
that beat
they
them to
really.
death.
I mean, I thought you were talking about the demons that were inside the toddlers. Is the 404?
No, it's the guy that beat the
Yeah,
toddlers.
this mystic allegedly
Okay.
punched and kicked 2 toddlers and an 8-month-old baby to death during exorcism rituals last week, according to police and relatives.
Wow.
That they said that the exorcist put the villagers into a trance and then killed the children as they watched.
Now make sure to play along in the chat while we're doing this. You need to start getting names.
We need
for
some
these,
names.
These 404 Club inductees.
Jeez. Crazy, he's looking at the picture here, and the one guy that's standing there, he thinks looks like Gandhi. He says, "Boy, Gandhi sure is shrinking."
Yes, that's true. That
Would
is
it be more accurate as a Dalai Lama?
I think that would probably be more accurate, personally, but
The Dalai Lama does start as a kid.
Yeah.
Except
True
for
story.
China's not allowing there to be a Dalai Lama anymore.
Okay, except for that.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
except for that part. Okay. So yeah, get your ideas in. What should we call this guy in the Twitter poll this week? I
because
mean,
we put that poll up every week.
you could call it exercising in Pampers, or something like that. Maybe not as dark as that.
Yeah,
one. Sorry.
something.
Be creative. Be creative. But yeah, this is this is pretty messed up.
Yeah, this one.
It's disturbing, right? But I mean, just think about. I mean, this guy. That's like very like. I don't know, just archaic practices.
Personally,
and
I
stuff.
think that goes beyond a 404.
Oh, really?
I think this is like
Yeah, he should just be.
That's like 405.
Yeah.
He 405'd hard.
He's a 405. So you're saying he's either A, disqualified, or B, just an automatic winner.
I think he may be an automatic winner.
Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe.
He's really an automatic loser.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm. Yeah. But I mean, if
Yeah.
you're a winner in the 404 Club, it's
Well,
pretty much
true.
insinuated that you're a loser. All right. Let's move on to.
So he's like honorable mention. He's just in.
He's just automatically in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all that vote yes say.
Yeah, I think we all
yay.
get a 1. It's like on that. What's that?
Does anyone oppose? Really, is
What's that? America can act or whatever show or whatever it is. Like
What are
America's
you
Got
talking
Talent,
about?
and they all get one like
Oh,
pass. Yeah, okay.
right?
Yeah.
That, I think we all
Well,
passed
I
that one
I don't
through.
think we have to do that.
I don't.
every
What
week.
are we even discussing?
I don't
guys?
even know.
Seriously, what
Your
is going
mom.
on? Like this is like craziness right now. Okay.
All right, the next one, Vancouver. No, I'm sorry, you're up.
No, you're all right. Yep, this is globalnews.ca or CA, depending on how you pronounce it.
Globalnews.com.
Crazy. Yes, this is in Canada.
Vancouver resident finds a naked man in his kitchen making eggs. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Yeah, the Vancouver resident was shocked to discover a naked man in his home on Tuesday.
So what you're
cooking
saying
eggs
is
in his kitchen.
the kid beater is automatically disqualified, and this one should be out too. Because what's wrong with that?
Well, he was beating eggs.
I mean, it's just. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
God of Atheist already has a response that I think wins.
Free wang eggs.
I don't know why, but sure.
Crazy. That does not.
I'm
count.
on board.
Police say that
forward,
just after 8 p.m., a 35-year-old man walked into a home near wherever these streets are in Canada, removed his clothes and shoes, took eggs out of the fridge, and began to prepare himself a meal. He ended up damaging the stove and microwave in the process. Police say the door to the home was closed, but it wasn't locked. Surprisingly, the resident of the home was in the other room watching TV, heard the noise the man was making, but he thought it was his roommate. When he went to investigate, however, he found a naked man, chased him out of the house, and called the police. Officers caught up with him a few blocks away. He was still naked. He was arrested, and charges of mischief and break and enter have been requested. Police say there are 1,600 residents break-ins in Vancouver so far this year.
Jeez.
Approximately one.
We thought Canadians were safe
right?
and peaceful.
Yeah.
1 out of every 3 show no sign of forced entry, and someone was able to get in through an unlocked or open door or window.
There you go. Lock your doors.
I thought that was just common knowledge.
Yeah,
But
guess not. People. Well, that's a lesson we learned tonight. Lock
If
your
you
doors.
don't lock your doors, a naked man will prepare eggs for you.
Wait, that's not. I once told my wife this story about a cannibal that was going around a neighborhood, and any door that was unlocked, he saw it as an opportunity to go in like that they left it open for him to come and eat him. So I told her that, not really intending to scare her or anything, but like she has never left our house unlocked after
Wow.
that. So I don't know. But yeah, I think there's a lot of great options in there in the chat. I'll let Trevor just pick his favorite.
yeah, Trevor, you'll have to just tell us at
why-
the end which
Go with
one
the
you're
first
picking.
one.
The first one was good.
The
yeah.
free wang eggs.
Okay.
And just keep in mind that these are going into a Twitter poll, so they can't be too
Yeah, they
long.
can't be too
Yeah.
graphic either.
Even though yours was great, Pudgy.
Yeah,
is
Pudgy, those
No,
were
it's
those
Twitter.
were pretty
You
good.
can be as graphic as you
Yeah.
want.
That's
That's
true.
that's
It's not a family show on there.
yeah. Yeah, you don't go to Twitter for family stuff.
Oh no. Canadian over sleazy.
Oh,
That's great.
oh, that's a tough decision for
Yeah.
you to make,
Oh,
Trevor.
man.
We'll let you
Free
make
wang.
it, Trevor. All right, this next story comes from theadvocate.com. New Orleans Advocate. Orleans. It says, Minions-themed shotgun, money, drugs, discovered during Covington traffic stop. I'm just not, I can't get
Look
over
at the
the
picture. Look at the picture.
Holy
This is what was
cow.
found in their car.
Minions-themed
And pay attention to
shotgun.
the top left corner. They took Minion duct tape, basically, and that's how they were concealing their
They
sawed-off
concealed
shotgun.
their shotgun.
But
with-
I mean, they also had a bunch of big knives and a bunch of drug money and
scroll down. You
paraphernalia
can see
in
another
there.
picture of the.
But
there it is.
yeah, sawed-off shotgun. Because they wanted it to look like a kid's toy. They were trying to make it look like a kid's toy.
That is a minion shot. I mean,
That-
minions are already a disease in this country. Why would you put it all over a shotgun?
Because it looks like they're making a kid's toy. It's just one of those cap guns.
But yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't.
it's just a big firework.
They
No
didn't,
big deal.
They didn't bother disguising their other.
Yeah, exactly.
weapons.
The drugs, the big knives. Yeah, that was fun.
I don't know how you disguise that that big knife.
You just put minion duct tape on it, like you disguised.
right.
I guess. Yeah.
Oh, this is my minion machete.
No, here's what you do.
But
you
you can't tape over the sharp edge.
You take
right?
Yeah.
you take a pool noodle, and you put that over the blade, and then you just put like Nerf on the handle.
Yeah.
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 Nerf
You're
or
good.
muggin.
Muggin. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't think there's really a whole lot more to the story than this. I mean,
other than, yeah.
the man
So
Monroe
it's a
Myers,
shorty.
38.
Get it? It's a joke.
Monroe Myers, 38, and his girlfriend Winter Flowers, 33, were both arrested.
That Winter Flowers is her name.
Winter Flowers.
Her parents were dumb. Flowers don't grow in the winter.
Well,
I guess they'd been staying in a motel and both had outstanding warrants. The warrant stemmed from a 2015 incident in which Flowers was accused of shooting Myers with an AR-15 rifle. The entire situation is very troubling.
Yeah, they're together though.
This is obviously a dangerous couple who belong in jail.
Maybe, you think?
Eric, you were
Modern
wrong. By
day
the way.
Bonnie
There's
and
lots
Clyde.
of winter flowers out there.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah, I just wanted you to know.
No, he
making a
Googled.
bad joke.
He Googled.
Obviously, there's climates
do.
where it's not cold in the winter. I know that. I'm not.
Maybe they were just going for the Bette Midler approach. In the spring, no.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
There's the seed in the winter, and in the spring becomes a rose.
But every rose has its thorn.
Yes.
Every rose
has its thorn.
How many
Just
songs have we
like
got in tonight?
every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah, Jeremy, we were on point tonight. on fleek as
Is
the
that
youngins.
is that 3 or 4 songs? That
Who
we've-
freaking cares? No one's counting,
up,
Kyle.
I'm counting. All right.
We're just singing because that's what inspired us. So do we got any idea? Anybody? There's a lot of good ones in there. Yep.
Yeah.
I prefer Steve Carell's shopping list. All right, let's go to
For toddlers.
yeah. That's what I prefer. This last 404 nominee comes from Polygon. It says gingerbread exosuit. The Call of Duty players hated was a Make-A-Wish request. The game's director called it humbling and an honor.
Yeah, one of the additions that was added to multiplayer in Advanced Warfare that players almost instantly hated was a gingerbread man exosuit.
Not a ginger man, to clarify.
Not
It was
a ginger
not a
man.
ginger man. It was a
gingerbread
man.
man.
It's
I
a big
apologize.
difference, yeah.
I read fast.
The Make-A-Wish kids, they do love their ginger men, though, as well, but it's just...
Right.
Wow.
Although
My last dying wish is that you bring me Conan O'Brien. Anyways, go ahead.
I prefer Carrot Top.
Yes. I just really like his prop comedy.
Is that you guys' impression of a child?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
That
how
once-
Make-A-Wish children sound.
Yeah.
Hey, mister. There's a lot of helium in those hospitals.
They figure if you can't heal, you can at least helium.
That's terrible, Nathan. I'm not laughing. Nathan, finish this freaking story, Kyle. I'm gonna
I
end up.
completely missed what he said.
But we're all gonna be.
Because I
on
was
the-
trying to
It was
read
one
the
of the
story.
darkest things I've ever
Yeah,
said.
Nathan and I are already nominating ourselves for the 404 Club because he made a terrible joke and I
So
laughed
wait,
at
what?
it.
Who is?
Man,
the
I'm gonna have to go
404
back
in
and
this
listen to this
story?
again.
Okay. All right. What's
So the
going
Call of Duty bros are the 404 in this story.
Okay.
Because
Well,
although
they
the
should
suit,
win by default too.
although the suit couldn't be seen by the player while it was in use, members of the community were quick to point out how silly it looked in comparison to the other suits available. One player on Twitter reached out to the game's director and asked him to put the gingerbread suit in the next Call of Duty installment, Infinite Warfare. He responded and said that the gingerbread exosuit was a special request from a gamer dealing with a terminal illness through a Make-A-Wish Foundation. The player, a boy named Julian, had requested that their holiday suit take on the form of a gingerbread man, and the team at Activision added his name to the suit using icing.
How about Ginger? What? Yeah, I don't know. That's so. Who is it actually gonna be in the game now, or?
I don't
Or
know
is
if it's
it-
going to actually be in the game, but there was a tweet on the 17th from Call of Duty Intel that said, whatever you guys do next, please keep the theme and atmosphere alive in MP and don't add gingerbreads. To which he responded, the GB Man was designed by a Make-A-Wish gamer as a holiday AW gear set with his name in icing. It was humbling and an honor.
Here's the deal: if they actually put it in the game, everyone's gonna be gingerbread.
I want to be
okay?
gingerbread.
I'm gonna be gingerbread. There's
I'm
no
gonna do it.
no doubt.
I just like that they're just like making fun of it because it's ridiculous, and yet they have like weird. I swear I've seen ones where they have like medieval armor in the exosuits.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like, what? Just because.
And so they see a gingerbread and they're just like, it's dumb, it's stupid.
I don't think it looks that stupid.
I know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I kind of like, I'd take a bite
I'd
out
be
of that.
terrified if that guy was playing against me because I'd
actually
lose.
true, yeah.
I'd be like, oh crap, that gingerbread guy's coming after me again.
It's pretty scary.
Oh gosh, now I'm just picturing that in real life.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
That
All
would
right,
be
so-
that would be absolutely terrifying if a guy showed up in that suit.
Nathan,
that-
what's the gingerbread carol?
That
There's-
is
there's
true.
like a
Irish assassin.
poem about
assassin. Why do I
gingerbread.
keep saying
Assassin.
Is that why he put those together? Because it is kind of hard to say Irish
assassin?
assassin.
Yeah,
Irish assassin.
Irish
If you say it-
assassin.
Irish
That's how you
assassin.
say it.
Irish
It's-
assassin.
No, it's
No.
Pushing it.
Jeremy says it.
Irish assassin.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. In
Watch
what?
your dang language,
Yeah, geez,
sir.
Jeremy.
That's what.
Family
You
show.
mean Irish
Remember?
dolphin? So-
Oh, it's Irish ass as sin.
yeah. Oh, gosh.
What?
Oh,
Donkey.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, and we still haven't talked about last week's winner.
Oh,
Are
yeah,
we doing that?
I always forget that.
Yes.
Last week, with a 40% rate of voting, we had Stop, Drop, and Rover.
Nice.
Which one was that? Can you?
That was the LSD guy who thought
Yeah.
the house was on fire.
Yes,
And
that's
he-
right.
Save the dog. That's where Rover came in.
Oh no!
And he
Crap.
crashes BMW
guys,
into
guys,
a fence.
we got to back up here a second. Crazy
What?
is very upset because we assumed that exoskeleton's gender. So I'd
No,
like
I
to
don't think we
apologize
did.
here.
It
I
was
just-
named that. A
I would
gingerbread
like.
man.
I would. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It was
Triggered.
Gingerbread Man. Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
So don't blame us for something that we read.
All right, so there you go. There is our poll from last week. The Stop, Drop, and Rover was our winner.
The guy that that was the guy that was tripping and he thought the house was on fire.
Right, so he
and
saved the dog from
Saved
the
the dog.
the house that was not on fire.
non-fire
Yeah.
house.
And then he was all like bragging to the cops that he was a hero
I
and the
did this.
while getting arrested. And be
Yeah.
like,
Well, because they tased him like he climbed
Yeah.
into his fridge or something, or on top of his fridge.
all right, that's right. So be sure to go to twitter.com/ what's that, Nathan?
I was gonna say, I think we should call the Call of Duty story not the gumdrop buttons.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was going with the Noobs Hate Christmas. I kind of like that one.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not bad. That's not
All
bad.
right, so be sure to go to twitter.com/mineinatub and tonight after the show and vote in the poll and make sure to retweet it and share it so other people can get a chance to vote. We appreciate that, all that stuff, all that things.
All those things.
Have an idea?
I didn't know where to turn.
Mail time! You got mail.
You can email us at iwannaget@mineinatub.com.
That's correct. We are at that time where we read your emails, the things you send us. That's what we will do. If you send us something, we will read it, most likely. Or if you have questions for us, fun questions, would you rather, those sorts of things. What?
You had such a Dr. Seuss-like cadence there for a bit. I thought you were trying to rhyme, and then you didn't, and I was left hanging.
Sorry.
It's his podcast voice.
I was just edging you, Nathan. Ask Jeremy about
And
it
we'll
later.
be reading it. That's why I come to you.
All right. This one also comes from globalnews.com.
This one was sent in by Caitlin.
Caitlin has sent this one, and it says, semi-naked man found dead on Spanish airport bench with deli meat on his buttocks, genitals in a tunic.
Yeah, he was found tied to a bench. His pants had...
I hate it when you're tied to a bench.
Right. His pants had been stripped down.
Taking all my money.
It was a 51-year-old man who was found outside of the Malaga airport. Where is that in Spain? So the police are investigating it. He had sandwich meat placed on each buttocks, and his genitals were in an open tuna
you know what
can.
this sounds like to me? It sounds like a Jared Fogle Mafia hit.
Whoa.
Like, do you think that this is
Whoa.
like maybe the subway mafia? You know, like coming after this dude. Like he's the one. Maybe this is the guy that like leaked all the child porn from that Jared Fogle was into.
Whoa.
Just saying, that's kind of a thing. That's kind of like, wouldn't that be like the subway mafia? You make sure when you kill him that you put deli meat on his buttocks. Shove those genitals in a tuna can. Okay. You let him know who it is. Subway. Make sure you tattoo "Eat Fresh" in his thigh.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he'd been found face down with his legs bound to a bench between the airport's train station and the terminal building. They said that he may have choked on his own vomit. There were no obvious signs of violence on his body, but the position he was found in suggested foul play.
Was there turkey? Arch. Maybe it was turkey lunch meat.
Maybe it was turkey lunch meat.
Then it would be foul play.
Honestly, I don't see how this wouldn't be foul play.
Yeah,
I don't. Like his genitals are just going to accidentally wind up in a tuna can.
I don't. Maybe. But I don't know.
I think they were just placed. Like they were arrested.
I think they were arrested in it. I don't think it doesn't seem like they're saying that they were
like
off.
removed or anything.
Oh,
yeah.
I was picturing this all wrong.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, Nathan. I'm pretty much thinking that they like rested them in it, and then there's.
What are you giggling about over here, Jeremy?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Do
you just have
not
the
like
smug
this
look
story?
on your face, like you're just like,
This is a great story.
Yeah, are you just mad that someone emailed this in and stole it from you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I had this story.
Well, then elaborate. It's not any different.
It is different.
No, you still add your twist onto it.
I would have told the story the same way.
That's true. You would have.
Yeah. What?
What's the story?
Just
what's
if
your
you guys
thoughts?
can guess what story
already
Jeremy's
there.
are going to share, you can
It's already there.
steal them, bro. Steal
And
them, bro.
now I know Jeremy and I go to the same source for news.
I just think that I just
theglobalnews.com.
I just feel like I have a connection with this Caitlin. You know, I just feel
weird.
like there's.
Yeah.
there's
You're really
this-
hurt
really
by her.
weird.
You're really hurt by her.
I
sitting
think
in
we
this-
have the same humor, and that scares me actually.
No, so why is it that you
This is just I'm
make
really,
out with Kyle so much?
What?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Anyways,
What?
this is so. What did you have to add, Jeremy? Please add your own.
I don't know if
twist.
I had anything to add.
You seemed very hurt by it.
I find this interesting that they don't like. I'm wondering what's going to happen next. It feels like there's a statement being made that we don't fully understand yet.
And you don't really like my subway mafia idea.
No,
you
I think that's a
Okay, then
terrible
what's your
idea.
theory?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a theory.
I'm just saying.
I'm wondering if this is going to become like a serial like murders like his.
It's too many messages though. What are you like? Are
How
you
is
the
it too
tuna
many
can genital murderer? Or are you the deli meat on buttocks murderer? Like you,
maybe I mean it's
Yeah,
just the
which
whole-
one is
clear
it?
your message up. Come on.
Which one is it?
Still all meat.
You're just like I'm the things you might use in a sandwich murderer. Like I don't know.
I mean, was this like some
Like you
sex
gotta-
act gone wrong?
That's
I mean,
what
what's
I mean. That could be what it is. It could have been like this guy found someone on the internet and was like, "I have this fetish
for
where
a meat buttocks.
for meat, just for meat,
And
you know?"
tuna.
And the guy's like, "All right."
And then he choked on his vomit, and the other party ran away.
He's like, I want my crotch to smell more like fish than it already does.
The other part of the story that I think you
Crazy
didn't
says
mention.
that's one way to get your genitals to smell like tuna.
That's one way, I
yeah.
guess.
Well, I think there's another part of the story that you didn't mention, which is that the police think that the body may have been tied there after death.
Oh, okay.
And maybe that pushes the whole mafia
could.
like thing,
Yeah.
right? But it also they said that it didn't look like there was any. You said no foul play, but meaning the guy was tied there, and it looks like he couldn't have tied himself there. However, it doesn't look like the person was like mutilated or
It's
raped
They've been
or any of
attacked
that
or
sort of thing.
hit over the head to knock him out or
I'm
anything.
more curious if they do find out more information about how the guy died, how the guy may have gotten there.
God of
you
Atheist
know?
says, plot twist, he was a vegan.
There you go.
Gotta be
Yeah,
it.
so they were like, we'll show him.
We'll show this guy.
I also think maybe
It's like the vegans throwing paint on
on the fur.
On the
Yeah.
furs. This is
But
the
maybe
the
it's like
reverse of that.
Maybe it was like feuding sandwich shops, though. Maybe it's like local sandwich shops, not like a Jimmy John's or Subway, but like feuding sandwich shops, and they're just like, I had enough. We're gonna.
Why do we know that it was a sandwich shop?
Because this is sandwich stuff.
That's deli
It's
meat.
deli meat and tuna.
People eat tuna in other places other than
Well,
sandwiches.
okay, but say.
Trevor. Trevor.
When you got him, you got him. Nathan missed it. Trevor said,
I'll hear it later when I watch it again.
No,
yeah, I gotta repeat it.
Yeah.
He said, and sausage. The sausage was in the tuna can, Trevor. Very good.
Yep.
Oh, I figured it was going to be a different kind of sandwich joke.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Anyways, so last week we tried to contact the IRS for Jeremy's.
I think we waited too long.
Yeah, and we didn't get to him. So we asked everybody, please send in your phone numbers if you got phone numbers, so we can call the IRS to try to just clear this up, because we want to, we don't want to go to jail. If anybody can help, we want to help people. If you're watching, so
We're your advocate.
So there's been a lot of these scams going around. Nobody really sent us anything from our viewers, but Nathan, he got called, and so
So you actually got called? Did you answer? What happened?
I answered.
Okay.
What happened? Anything?
It was an automated voice, told me to press 1 if I wanted to talk to an associate, and I didn't do anything, and then it automatically hung up on me.
Oh. Okay. So maybe Nathan gave me the number.
And this was this afternoon.
So it just happened.
So this is today.
So we're going to try calling this time. Hopefully it works out for us. Thanks for sticking with us last week when nothing happened. But
there's a potential that you may have to stick with us through this again.
Yes, but it's fun. It's a gamble, but it's live. This is live entertainment. What can we say?
All right.
Let's see if it's.
We like prank calling, so
yeah.
It's not really a prank.
Mostly,
they're the prank. They did the prank.
Press 9 to be put on the do not call list.
What? That's all we get?
Press 1.
It just hung up on me.
Press 1 to hack.
Wait, I got to try that again, right?
Yeah. Give it a go.
It just said press 9 to be put
Logan
on.
thinks it's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Meaning it's crazy legs.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's try it again. Here we go again. Hopefully it works this time. Let's press 1 right away. It's calling.
That was an invalid entry.
Press 9 to be.
That was an invalid entry.
Your butt's an
That was
invalid
an
entry.
invalid entry.
Wow. So why do they even bother if these numbers don't work, I wonder?
Because they want you to talk to them directly. That's what it is.
Immediately.
They hope that they can convince you to give them your social security number and all of the other information that you can get.
Nathan, you
such a
should have
bummer.
pressed 1, man.
What would he wouldn't have been able to record it, though, Well, if you got any phone numbers that you want us to call, let us know. Send them to us in an email.
Yeah.
You can send them to iwanntoget@minuteinaTub.com.
What was that one that we
More
called?
stories you want to rip
Earl-
off from Jeremy?
Several episodes ago. What was that you called? That was that like
The
a
magazine?
No, it was something
Walmart?
that you asked them if
He's
do I
talking
need to
about
give
recently.
you like my
Yeah,
social-
it was just one of those, like, come get this money from a prince or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
the
that was
guy
sent to
in
me.
France or whatever.
Yeah, if you get any of those,
Yeah.
let us know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was the lawyer.
Yeah. Well, no, he wasn't. Well, yeah, I guess technically
I mean,
he was a
he
lawyer.
claimed to be
Yeah,
or
he
whatever.
claimed to be. So yeah, if you guys got any calls that we need to make for you, let us know. Can we call the Church of Scientology? Sure, if you want us to. I mean, can we get a
If
hold
you've
of them
got
right
the
now?
number and
Yeah.
I mean,
we
like,
can go
yeah,
for it.
I'm up for anything, really. I'm, but like,
Tom Cruise's number.
like,
let me
I
get
got
that in
nothing
my
to do
Rolodex.
tomorrow.
Oh.
let's see. Scientology. I'm looking up the number here. Someone do something entertaining while I do this.
So Nathan,
What?
No. Stop now.
What? That's a good song.
Yeah, you
That's
do
not a
little
song
dance.
when you're just humming it. That's not song.
It is a melody, so yes, it is a song.
tequila. I'm sorry, taquitos.
Music versus song. Song implies words.
What were you going to ask me, Kyle?
I don't know. I was just trying to entertain us while Eric's looking for the Scientology number.
Oh, so you figured here we are now? Entertain us?
Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
It's contagious.
Okay, I found a number for the Church of Scientology Information
Ooh, and
Center.
it's in. It looked like it was on the West
It
Coast.
was in California, so hopefully someone's still
So
there.
you're gonna
Does that
act
mean
like
it's like
you're a
9?
concerned.
No, that would be
person?
it's early. It's later there.
No.
No, it's
Oh,
earlier.
it's
there.
earlier, 2
It's
hours.
earlier there.
You're right. Okay. Let's see if anybody can give us some information about the
Tell
Church
him
of
you're concerned about who to vote for.
Yeah, I want to make sure that my views align with the Church of Scientology. Shh. It's probably just an automated thing, I guess.
Scientology Information Center.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could speak to someone about political views. Like, I'm personally a Scientologist, and I wanted to know if I should vote for Hillary or for Trump.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Yep. My name is Eric Cruz.
Eric? Okay, cool. Where are you a Scientologist? Where are you online?
Right now, I live in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay, and you're a Scientologist?
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm kind of new to it, but I'm just trying to feel my way through. I mean, I haven't got like officially inducted or anything like that, but I'm very interested, and I'm trying to commit my life to that lifestyle.
Oh, which lifestyle is that?
It's the Scientology lifestyle.
Aha, I'm not sure there is such a thing.
Oh, I've been misinformed.
Have you taken a course in Scientology? Have you read one of the books, or?
I just mainly I read a lot on like internet forums. I try to educate myself that way through free resources.
I see. Okay, well, this is where you start. You start by actually picking up a book in Scientology, like Dianetics or Fundamentals of Thought, and that will give you a basis of where to start. That's what I recommend.
Okay, where's a good place to pick up a book like that? Like just at the library, or do I need to order it on Amazon, or how do I go about that?
You can get one from me right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Sure. And is it cost me anything, or is it free?
Yeah, no. It's Dianetics is $27.
Oh, okay.
And we could ship that out to you. Yeah.
Okay. Now, am I committing myself to anything by purchasing the book? Because I mean, I am very interested, and I want to like get the cool like superpower things, but I just didn't know like if I don't want to be committed if I read something in there that I don't like. Like, can I change my mind, or like once you have my address, am I kind of hooked?
Yes, that's right. We send agents out to collect you.
So I'm obviously there's probably a lot of lies that circle Scientology, and I guess I wasn't trying to make light of that, but I also am maybe a little bit leery about it because there are a lot of rumors and stuff, and I'm not quite sure what to believe. But I am still very excited about being a Scientologist. I really, really like the idea of it. I mean, I just have a lot of life goals that I think line up with that. Like, I mean, I just want to see more growth in my life. I really want to. I want to feel a meaning and a purpose. I'd love to jump on Oprah's couch. There's just a lot of things that I'm striving to do.
Well, I tell you what, if you work really, really hard and become famous, you too can jump on Oprah's couch. Have a good night, sir.
Thank you very much.
He just hung up on you.
He hung up on you.
They must get a lot of prank calls because that guy played it really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he was
pretty well.
sarcastic at the end.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't push him on the voting.
Oh, yeah, I know. That was.
Oh my goodness.
No, that was all right.
I don't think I want to bet that guy is only doing this for the paycheck.
Yeah, I can tell he did not care at all.
Yeah.
Oh man. Call again, Budgie says.
I like crazy.
Maybe you shouldn't say, but who do I vote for?
Yeah, I know.
I like how Crazy said, now tell him you're sending agents to get him in a Liam Neeson voice.
I wasn't going to make a threat to him. I'm scared.
He threatened you.
Yeah, he did say that agents were going to come and get you for your $26 book.
I hope that his manager reviews that call and goes, you shouldn't patronize our
that's
callers
what you should,
like
you should
that.
call back in and say, yes, I'd like to speak with a manager, please.
No.
I had a serious question.
Yeah,
about who to vote
I
for.
was hung up on. I wasn't done it. I got distracted by the books.
I just wanted to-
I just need an answer about who to vote for.
I just wanted to jump on Oprah's couch.
I think that was when he knew you were joking.
I knew in my head, like once I said that, it was over.
You knew it was over.
But I was just like, I'm going for it.
Well, I'm sure he probably initially checked off the box when you said that your name was Eric Cruz.
Yeah, I know. I figured if he questioned me, I'd say I was Tom's cousin or brother or something. But you know, that's why. No, Tom put me onto it. All right. Well, that does.
Tom taking your first name and one of our last names.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, Tom. Tom put me up to this. He wanted me to prank call, see how serious you were, bro.
Ha ha.
Oh man. Well, it's been fun. Thanks for watching tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As always,
good call on the Scientology.
It's a pleasure to be here. No, I'm not going to call again, Pudgy.
Hey, but Pudgy, if you've got an idea,
put it out there next week.
I want to get at meninatub.com.
Yep,
right.
That's our email address.
Next week,
I
Vote on the
want
Twitter
to
poll, guys. Don't
get
forget.
@meninatub.com. Just go to meninatub.com and click on the little email.
Yeah, just do
letter.
it right on the screen you're on right now and just scroll down to email.
And next week we'll be back Wednesday night playing game. Thursday night doing the podcast. And then Friday night next week is our Extra Life stream.
The children need some money here.
Yeah. And right now, Jeremy is winning, and it's really just irritating me that Jeremy has raised more money than the rest of us combined.
For the children.
Yeah. This is getting very competitive.
You say combined, but it's because it's the only donation so far.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
but still, you're still beating us. So
That's true.
We will be
It's like
playing
most games, though.
We will be streaming for 24 hours, starting on next Friday night at 9 p.m. We figured we'd start at the regular old tub time of 9 p.m. Central Time. So yeah,
there goes my hero.
Nope, you're not getting that one from us, Eric.
Nobody wants him as he goes. Yeah, thank you.
Kyle,
You
I
guys
think
did that just because I said no.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
You counted them all.
Okay.
That was God of Atheist quoting that, and I couldn't help it.
Yeah, we were just. It's part of what we do,
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that for 24 hours. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope everybody can stop in. I mean, obviously you don't have to hang out for all 24 hours, but just
Nathan's even gonna take a few hours.
Yeah.
Is it
Pokemon? You're gonna play some Pokemon, right?
Are we gonna kind of post a list?
If we can get it to work.
Pokemon Blue, some old school Pokemon.
Are we gonna post a list so people know when their favorite
Yeah, we'll try to get something up, and you guys
is on?
You guys can see it all.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, MRH. Let's see. He says 4
Hey,
people.
We're 5 people.
Well, yeah,
Don't ignore me.
there's a person in the team. You
Yep.
forgot about one of the virgins. Gosh, jeez.
And 3 of us are married, so
Well, that doesn't. Yeah, what?
we're married to each other.
What's
so
your point?
No,
we're
I
not-
think this is a total of 12 is what they're getting.
Oh,
at.
12 people.
Well, no, 4 people, 4 virgins, 4 viewers. They're all.
God of Atheist just said, Jeremy, hope you're naked making me eggs in the morning.
I tell you what, send me a PM with your address and leave the back door unlocked.
Yeah, I mean that's good.
That is not a euphemism.
Yeah, it means 2 things.
I like that. Yeah, home is where you scramble your eggs. So.
I'll bring 2 of my own eggs.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. We thank you for coming in and trolling us at the end there, MRH. It's great.
Yeah, throw us a follow.
Yeah, please follow us.
We'll be back soon.
All week next week, basically. Yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching, and I know there was more than 4 of you, so don't let that hurt your feelings.
Don't let that guy discourage you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's been real. It's been real. It's been real, and all of those things. So we'll see you all next week. Remember, it's a big week next week, so please join us, and we will have a good time. See you guys all. Bye. Hey, MRH. How's it going? Yeah, you know why we bother? Because we're having a good time. And we bother because people like you stop in to talk to us. And you feel that, somehow you're telling us that we're little and we're nothing and we mean nothing and we
Yeah.
are of no
Is there-
importance. Just give me a second, Jeremy.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
We have nothing no importance at all, but yet you're here, right? You're here and you're taking time out of your night to come here and troll us. So yeah, we do feel like maybe we're not much to anybody. Maybe it's only 6 people out there watching us, but you took time out of your night to come by and say hi. So obviously, that makes us feel good, whether you think you're succeeding at something.
Yep.
I'm not sure, but we do feel bigger than maybe you think we are. And I think that, the fact that you're here, you must enjoy it. So we appreciate you stopping by. Why don't you come back next week and troll us some more?
Yeah.
Have a good night. Sleep tight. All right? Bye-bye.
I would also like to point out that we are, in fact, on YouTube.
Yes, thank you. That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nathan, for pointing out. That's true.
Feel free to go check that out.
YouTube famous. Look for the Men in a Tub because we couldn't actually get Men in a Tub because it was taken.
Those jerks!